Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
The Esports World Cup, the most elite competition in the world. Its trophy system is built to match. The Club Championship Trophy, awarded to the one club that rose above the rest and reigned supreme across all EWC games. Every participant earns a key engraved with their name. That's their right to compete. Reigning champions hold a key unlike any other. The game trophy is the ultimate prize for every game's champion, incomplete until a champion's key is inserted. The champion's key frame is locked into the totem, a stone marker of legacy. etched with every EWC champion. The losing keys are crushed. The champion claims 3, a personal reminder of who they defeated. The rest are preserved beneath the totem in resin. Every fallen contender captured forever. Will you be remembered or forgotten beneath the totem? At EWC, nothing is granted. Everything is earned.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's Sports World Cup. Today is day 2 of the MWI.
Day 2 is something else. Who'd have thunk that the ladies had it in them to bring out these kinds of moments? Gen.G versus Vitality. One moment stuck out. Ashley came in for a kick. It was almost perfect. And then she, weirdly enough, dashed a different direction when it was supposed to be a finish this way. Another moment, I think that's cool, is Galaxy Phoenix versus Falcons Vega Mena. It was an almost perfect Fanny entrance, but I think what made that extra cool was the counterplay, where Ling caught a mid-air Fanny with the shifting skies. It's perfect, right? Shifting skies. And then the Sora came in and served up so many kills to So we're finally up to day 3. 4 more slots in the knockout stage. I'm definitely excited for Navi versus Gen.G. This is a dream match. Also, I'm looking forward to Virtus.pro versus Zeta, because Zeta opened strong. So something tells me there's something more to this team. Day 3 is a must watch, because we're going to be giving the final 4 slots in the knockout stage to those who earn it.
Nothing is granted, everything is earned. The words that live and breathe within the souls of every competitor here at MWI at EWC 2026. Only a last few slots are available for teams to earn to make it to the knockouts, as there are already 4 waiting who have earned theirs with perfect records. Welcome to the final day on Stream B. My name is Renmar. I'm here with Leo, Naisu. We've had some long days.
Long days.
It's definitely going to be a long day, because we're also going to be making appearances in Stream A later. Wink, wink. We'll see you there. But it's been a great time, and we're going to be closing it out.
You know what? I'm ready for it. I think Leo, he had the extra long day yesterday. We've gone through that already. We're ready for today. But the ladies, man, this is going to be a long day for them.
I am sad to say that we are going to be saying goodbye to a few more world-class athletes, because again, 4 slots left. With there being 8 teams left waiting in the decider bracket, that's half of them saying goodbye. But you know what? It's not just about saying goodbye. It's also about leaving a mark.
Yep.
So here, regardless, whatever happens between Virtus.pro and Zeta, same on Stream B, we're going to be watching Falcons Vega Mena versus Foot. I'm sure, whether win or lose, we will remember these names, these faces, these teams, and we might even tell some stories and set some narratives for next year's MWI.
It's been a long road, and we've had 2 streams, we've had 2 groups. We're going into the knockouts. If you have any questions about how we got here and what we've done getting here, watch this.
MLBB Women's International returns to the Esports World Cup 2026 for its historic 3rd edition. And for the first time ever, the grueling battle heads to Paris. As the one and only all-female championship at EWC 2026, 15 teams emerge through qualifiers spanning over 60 regions. Only one team bypasses the chaos, Team Vitality, returning as the title defender with a direct invitation. 16 elite teams will fight for a staggering $500,000 prize pool, one of the largest in women's esports history. MWI features 2 brutal stages, the group stage and the knockout stage. In the group stage, 2 groups of 8 are each locked in a double elimination showdown. To survive, teams must secure 2 series wins to claw their way into the knockout stage. One loss drops you straight into the lower bracket, where every match is crucial for survival. Lose again, and your tournament life is over. 8 teams will be eliminated. Only the top 4 from each group will advance to the knockout stage. In the knockout stage, the stakes escalate with every single step. Teams start in a best-of-3 quarterfinal before advancing to an unforgiving best-of-5 semifinal. Teams who fall short of the grand finals will be granted the opportunity for a podium finish in the 3rd-place match. Finally, the top 2 teams battling for the title in the best-of-7 grand finals. In this single elimination format, every match is do or die. On the world stage where dreams are shattered and history is made, a monumental $500,000 prize pool and crucial club championship points are on the line. But only one team will rise above. In the first of 2 MLBB championships at EWC, who will be crowned the queens of MLBB? 2 champions, 1 game. This is MWI at EWC26.
Of course, it's not just, of course, the club championship points that some of the organizations here are going to be competing for. It's the glory. It's a chunk of the prize pool. Woo! We all saw the numbers there. And we say this every year, but even more so, it holds even truer now because for the first time, we're based around Europe. We are in Paris. The ladies are competing here. A lot of the players that we have from Southeast Asia, from regions far off, having the opportunity to showcase, it means a lot. And you see it. Even the elimination matches, even though some of those teams got swept, they brought out their best to, as you said, leave a mark.
I mean, you fly out and travel up to 30 hours, thousands of miles away from home. There's no way you give your A game. You'd even give your S game if you could. And that's what we're asking for here. This is what we're looking to.
Yeah, because like Renmar mentioned, I think they're fighting for a chunk of this big prize pool. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, currently here for MWI. 150,000 going to that first place, the championships. But yeah, the glory that comes with it. We already know a lot of the fans out there for MWI would say they'd put Team Vitality there, right, in the grand final. Who's going to be the one, though, to face off against them? And who knows? Maybe there's a surprise. Maybe there's an upset in the knockouts. As you just saw from our video, it can be brutal, you know, when you get to that point in the knockouts.
Yeah, and it has been a brutal road for a good amount of the teams here. A lot of surprises, not just on Stream B, but of course the matches from Stream A. Let's look at Group A and the teams who have advanced to the playoffs through the upper bracket. Team Ray Young and Team Ray Young and Geltec Cyber Team, who we saw qualify here on Stream B. While we are going to be seeing decider matches for Group A, one of them here, upcoming, is Zeta Esports versus Virtus Pro, while Twisted Minds and Team Falcons ID, you got Stream A watching over that.
So you asked the question, who will be joining possibly Team Vitality in the grand finals? A lot of people speculated that it would be a team out of Group B, given how this one was, as the kids say, stacked. But think about it. Vitality went through, relatively undefeated. Are we going to say it's Galaxy Phoenix? Are we going to say it's possibly the MWI 2024 champions in Navi? They're still fighting for tournament life? Or could it be one of the dark horses out of Falcons Mena or Foot Esports will be in action here in Stream B later on?
Yeah, there's going to be so many good matches here as we see the teams walk out here for this match. But even that one, man, I hope I get a chance to go ahead and see that. The Gen G matchup versus Navi, because I felt like Navi yesterday when we were casting their games, it seemed like something clicked game 2 and game 3 for them. They were struggling. I mean, think about it. They didn't have a win up until game 2 of yesterday.
Up until Shira gave her supersonic treatment.
Buff. Yeah.
We've heard that back at home, by the way.
That's true. Hey, for the people who screenshotted my face, I wasn't mad. I was just shocked, okay? I wasn't mad at Shira for the supersonic screech that she gave. That helped Navi get to where they are now. But we're watching highlights from Virtus Pro. We talked about Navi having something click with them. Something clicked in Virtus Pro. We weren't able to see a performance like these from these players last year. Of course, they were in different teams. They were somewhat spread out, but it's good to see after all the experience that they've had, they finally got to show off. Another team that got to show off yesterday, though, Geltec Cyber Team. Now that was a hell of a series.
To Aulus? Like, that was my response watching. I was like, wait.
And not just, it's the Aulus with the Hanabi in the same draft.
Yeah, there are a lot of people in the community who screenshotted that and literally had the caption of, "This composition won MWI."
Yeah.
POV, your last ranked game.
Yep. I saw that online as well, and it was nice to get to interview Leobon there, their XP laner, and I asked why. Yeah, why the Aulus? Well, it's just a favorite of KOA.
And now, of course, one of the highlights of this tournament, where you saw. Oh no, we didn't get to see it.
But the other one.
We'll call back to it later. Hopefully, we can.
The full send Clint.
This is it for the Filipino fans and maybe even Navi fans around the world. This was a tough one to watch as Falcon Daisy started it off with a pretty dominating start to the series, 1-0. Navi comes in with a reverse sweep as Ayanami continues the streak of playing unique EXP laners every single game.
It's her, not Ayanami, is the main one who snapped.
Yeah, she realized it.
It was something that they had to do, but I think they came together as a team. They fixed the weak points that they had.
For sure. She'll be in action today, Stream A, but Stream B, this is what we got.
Yeah, Seta versus Team Falcons Mena and Foot Esports. Seta versus, I will admit, I was shocked that we are going to be getting this match. And I'm pretty sure the second one that we're going to be having later is shocking as well, as Team Falcons Mena. They were dropped down to this point by the team that's going to be starting off this day in Seta. Seta then would go on to get swept by Team Ray Young. So there's a chance we might see a little bit of a vindication later on, because they still might end up meeting in the knockouts.
Yeah, that's going to be all up to the draw that we'll have later on as well, I believe, once we all move over to Stream A throughout the day. But yeah, I think we look at the team roster, we didn't get to see Seta at all play on Stream B the past couple days. So for those that have been tuning in here, you'll finally get to see them play out here. It's been great, though. I think when they started off strong on day one, even for us that were on broadcast and the noise that I heard online was, whoa. Wow, Seta comes out, it was a sweep, wasn't it, in their first matchup?
Yep, I watched that 2-game series versus Falcons Vega ID, and something about Seta's debut was such an eye-opener. I called them a machine because they were so picture-perfect in their mechanics, but something happened day 2. When they played again, they lost, they dropped to the lower bracket.
Yeah.
I want to see how they recover from that today.
Yeah, I want to see if going up against Virtus Pro, they're going to ban out the Marcel from Minun, because that is a really great Marcel with Virtus Pro. I feel like if they end up giving Minun a hero that can constantly provide vision and just be, as I'd love to say in the Philippines, a mosquito to deal with,
yeah.
Virtus Pro is going to be happy.
But you called it a mosquito, and it had a longer...
I call it a straw because I actually don't know what it's called.
Because it was the Revitalize, right?
Yeah, because it was a Revitalize.
Also, in the interview with Livin, she did mention, what made them work yesterday was they slept better and they ate breakfast. So I hope here for this matchup, leading into it, they had their breakfast.
I feel like that's a common theme for the previous MWI, EWCs that we've done. How many teams in the past have said, not just in the women's scene, but also in the men's scene, just because we ate a better breakfast, we ended up winning.
Weirdly enough, a prolific EWC champion, I think it was Innocent, who doesn't eat the day of a big match.
He's on that intermittent fasting.
No. And then, wait, is that when he said that the day that he decided to eat, they performed like monsters, or am I misremembering it?
I just know that if it was up to him, he would keep it light. But that's him. That's him. The ladies, maybe a different story, and we proved that. Joseph fast yesterday.
Yeah. I think either way, whatever they needed to do, now's the time to do it. Whether you have some special...
Last chance.
Yeah, last chance.
Last chance.
That's the last chance right now.
Yeah.
And I wish them bon chance.
Forgive us if we're butchering the pronunciation in French. We are willing to learn. Send us voice messages. We don't mind.
In French.
Whoa, okay, here we are. In the draft.
And
All right.
the match.
And the match. Seta, Virtus Pro. I'm wondering if we're going to see some more unique picks in the roam for Seta. I appreciate any team who, after the changes in the meta, said, you know what works right now? Tigreal. And they won with it.
They did.
Okay, might have been an isolated incident.
Yeah.
But Tigreal is so good because teams who are incapable of pop and nap purify pay the price. So Tigreal can do that a modicum of ways. So
TM, coming soon.
I can see why, you hoping for more Tigreal makes sense.
Pop that purity like this.
Like this.
All right. Okay, respect right away for 2 roamers that fit the bill of annoying to deal with for Minun. Say to take away the Atlas and the Marcel. You still have picks like Juicin up, Freya, but with the Phoveus up, there's a whole Freya Phoveus trade. And of course, the best EXP laner right now, can't go wrong with an Esmeralda first pick.
It's crazy to think that we're back in this phase of Esmeralda, just dominating the XP lane.
It was never a phase, Mom.
It was a phase.
It was a lifestyle.
It was a
All
lifestyle.
right. It was and it's just so good. It's been picked up so much. So but the response usually on that red side, flip side, you can get yourself the carry, but it's banned out in this case. So what do you go with?
And there's only been one sure solution.
Yeah.
But it's like a 2-step kind of complex solution. And it was employed yesterday by Navi very efficiently here in Stream B.
Yeah.
The Balmond plus physical shred.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. That was very good.
Let's see if Virtus Pro has it in the back pocket.
Yeah. It's interesting that we actually didn't see even more Ballmans going around, because that was a name that
shame.
was getting float around by the discussions behind the scenes.
It's a damn shame.
It might happen more. You know,
It
even when we
has
get
to.
Even when we get to the knockouts here, you might see the Ballman be the answer more.
Make like Boyet. He scored a ticket
Yeah.
to, come back to France.
Exactly. All right.
If Saito aren't careful, since they banned out the carry, there's an off chance that Virtus.pro might show up with an Alice later, because carry is one of those heroes that handles the shred really well. However, if Saito want to get funky with it, they can still show up with a Lunox maybe in the mid later on to deal with it, but Alice plus the glue looks really great for Virtus.pro.
Oh.
But of course, I think one of the best, definitely ST roamers right now, Belleric.
Yeah.
Because Seita's on blue, they end up with a jackpot first half.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so good. Belric, like these are probably the top picks right now in these roles themselves. The Belric, we've talked about it so much. You can set things up with the Wrath of Dryad. You have your own kind of sustainability. Claude obviously is the go-to mid lane. They might, since the carry was banned out, you might have to choose. What do we end up putting over here for VP? Do you pick up the gold laner now? Oh, no, sorry, Moscomp is already there.
Yeah. So we're looking at maybe mid or jungle?
Maybe jungle now, because they banned out Baksha.
Yeah, the tough thing is here, as good as assassins are, there's a chance you might just get constantly invaded. Okay, they go for the Valir. They want to play it slow. It's the annoying high crowd control pokes of a Glue and Valir together that could give difficulty for a Belleric, but I think it'll be warranted for Virtus.pro to take out something like either the Farsa or more importantly, the Lilia.
Or the Eve.
Or the Eve also.
Wow. Eve is still open.
Yeah.
Eve's been left open a lot of the times through the draft, man. Like, it's been kind of waited on.
Except for game 2 or 3 if you get there.
Yeah.
Because they learn,
we need this.
Eve is very good.
Yeah.
Hey, Carmilla Jungle. We saw Carmilla Jungle on this stream. I just don't remember which one.
Falcons Vega main.
Yeah, Falcons
Vega. Thank you.
That's
yes,
right.
Yes.
So they'll be in action later. And I think Virtus.pro would rather just be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Because with a high invade style of what the Belleric and Esmeralda could potentially bring, Carmilla in the jungle going up against that means you're definitely going to get invaded.
Yeah.
So Virtus.pro really look like they just want to keep their jungle safe.
Yeah, what can... I mean, Miss Meow already showed the Ling, right?
Yeah.
It struggled a bit in being able to get... But so far, Ling in general has really... It's been a hit or miss, and I think it's been missing more than hitting so far. But she could still pick an assassin for this, but that's why they are going to hone in on some of the picks. Lancelot probably would have been one of the better picks for Miss Meow. But unless she still decides to go utility, and I think that's why also it depends on... they might hold on to the jungle pick towards the end, that last pick on red side.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that too. I was thinking, just really trying to think of the possibilities. It would be best if it goes in that slot.
Yep.
Because you really want to see if Seta want to pull off of a surprise. If Seta go for a off-kilter pick and then they pick up something like an X-Borg in the jungle, Virtus.pro, they'd be happy that they didn't pick up something like a Fredrin much earlier on. Because with Lancelot and Lingon, you are close to out of top assassins. You still have the Harley and Suyo, but do you really want to pick those up knowing that Seta have picks that love to invade?
Oof. The choices narrowed down. I like how they banned out the Sicilian and the Carmilla.
Yeah, the couple.
The couple's gone. But that was showed here yesterday too. The Sicilian was picked up. Definitely a late game impact.
MIBR loss.
MIBR loss.
Yeah. That's one of the picks that personally I believe would be picked up more. You can't afford to get greedier with your mid laner because junglers farm so much faster.
Okay, Nolan.
I feel like they should have shown this later.
Yeah, I was expecting him to do that too.
Yeah, unless they were worried that Seta would take it away from them. But I feel like this is like a trap by Seta, knowing that Nolan is one of the last best assassins you could go for. You don't want to go back instantly to the Suyo Harley. Now Seta can quickly try to answer this.
That's blue power again. You think you're in control of the red 5, but you make a slip up like this and expose your jungle so quickly. Seta should be ripe for the checkmate.
I don't know too. Wanting to hold on to your XP lane for a last option for
There
VP
it is!
is a little risky. Yeah, the Eve gets picked up.
Cosmic Mommy.
That she is.
Yeah.
With the YSS.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's some matriarch of some galactic
Yeah, she is a mom.
stellar formation. Yeah.
She is.
Somewhere in the universe.
I wish I was in that universe. Oh, they need an
Star
EXP laner that's either really solid or rotates fast.
It's not hers. That's Novaria.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
Novaria.
that's right. Get your world manipulated. Not my bad. That's what I was thinking.
If they go for something low like slow like a Turisla, not a big fan of it.
It might just be like a Lapu, dude. I mean, what options do they have here?
I still suggest Alice, honestly.
Unless they go what? If not the Alice, more damage. Benedetta's popped up so much in the XP lane.
Ken, not so bad. Even a Yuzhong would be okay, maybe. Oh?
Whoa, so wait.
XP glue!
XP glue.
XP glue.
Roam Grok.
That's why they held on to that last pick for Red 5.
All right. So they're not going to be able to match it in terms of the late game damage output, but what they decided to add more of is just sustainability. Thing is, Grot has shields. You get the setup, but you don't really have a combo unless it's the Nolan. Virtus Pro, they have a lot of crowd control,
Yeah.
but I feel like their payoff isn't instant. And when you have a comp like this, you want instant payoff.
And it's very high execution.
Yes.
The concept is so high execution that if you miss the window
Yeah.
and you put your wall in the wrong spot or the SOD misses, you have to reset.
Yeah, it's demanding.
Yeah.
It seems like it wants to do a lot,
Yep.
but if you mess one step wrong, it's over.
I'd rather it be that than expensive.
Yeah.
Because you can't beat time, but you can be a better player.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out here because we're going to be jumping into our first match of today. Day 3, MWI here at EWC 2026. Both teams looking to move forward up to this point. They've fought their way through the past couple days, and now it leads down to this. This best of 3, will it be Seta or Virtus Pro here? Let's take a look at this in the land of Dawn.
Interesting rotation for Miss Meow. This is a very Q2 rotation. She starts full on purple. She doesn't go the whole green way long around. Is she planning to invade down here?
Well, she can't afford to do it because of how fast Nolan can clear.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. But
Yeah.
look, Jessica intercepts.
Way too close for comfort. Almost missed out on getting that lizard.
Well, luckily Nolan does farm pretty quickly. She's going to make her way to the orange buff. She'll take that. There's still a whole lot of, this way to go ahead and do that. And in the jungle is you rotate well. You get that double buff on the Nolan. You know your damage output early on is it can convert an early first blood. The YSS on the other hand for Zhao, she can do the same thing.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the rotation here by Virtus Pro. A little adjustment, but they were still able to secure all of their green camps. But of course, Seta has a little bit more control on the river as well with a cha-cha between the Grok and the Belleric seeing each other. I don't think we're going to see anything up until the turtle spawns, but Seta is trying to make an attempt for the glue at the bottom lane, but Rafa plays it safe and hugs the tower.
Okay, this looks like it's going to be one of those things in the early game where you're just fighting for that first turtle.
Yeah.
There wasn't that same pressure that we see in the mid lane break out into either battle spells being burnt or a potential first blood. So in that case, it's just, let's set up for this turtle. It's spawning now. They've got some level 4s, but not exactly.
Oh my lord, Jessica! Little lucky to survive, Miss Meow! Hiding beneath it, but Zhou finds her. First blood for Seta. Rafa flickers back, RWM stops her. Name swipes away. VP are a woman down. This is not looking good for their turtle take chances.
Yeah, I felt like it was going to happen because Rafa was frozen out of the minion wave, Seta was controlling it, but because Virtus Pro needed to clear the mid, it was Miss Meow's job to go down to the bottom and they mistimed it.
Zhou secures purple here in jeopardy. The mount and the pull on Fanhua. She should be fine.
Yeah, she's tanky enough, but those... Oh, no. Ultimate pop by Livin. I think she really wanted to get that stun off. The slow ticking on Fanhua. She's going to be fine, though. Hey, man, the tree doesn't like the fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you drafted that way. Maybe they expected the tree to come out. That's why they picked up a Valir.
Clear.
That
Sounds logical.
That's
Yeah.
preemptive. That's a stretch.
Hey, just wait till she has the Ice Queen wand. You know, this is what we saw with the Valir, though. The pick where it's just you're like perma slowed, you're being stunned.
And you're burning.
You're burning.
That's why theoretically it's just good to pack it up against a Belleric. A Belleric.
You're right, I guess.
I'm pretty sure Nice you said it like that one time.
I probably did at some point. Look at this potential play up top. Guys, she's going to be fine. Again, this Claude, pretty self-sufficient. I think Lunar is going to have to rely on what we've seen Moscow's do so far constantly throughout this MWI is just play the long lane, push it out. But some of the SODs, man, I think like you guys mentioned earlier on, the Spirit Destruction, a lot of the times, at least in MWI, hasn't really been finding the best marks or the best moments to follow through on. So she's just going to be pushed off the lane. That's some extra gold going over here to Guy.
Yeah, the row mid of Set are out-rotating the row mid of VP. Lunar just forced to use the SOD there to get a little bit of a better position in the trade. But right now, they are falling behind. They're not reading the map as well as Seta. Seta decided to go up top, giving problems for the Moscow, while VP were just hovering around the lower portion of the map, not actually getting anything. So Seta looks like they have this in the bag.
RWM, pulled out by Name. Fanwa trying to close the exit. Couple of big ticket ults already spent before the turtle.
Yeah, good usage by Lunar to just burn the flicker, you know? Better no flicker than dying, right? At this point.
Better flickerless than dead.
Better flickerless than dead. I think they're going to have to give it this turtle. They're not going to get there in time. That is a quick take on the second turtle, the hands of Seda.
Yeah, it just adds more to the idea that Seta's row mid trio are rotating much more efficiently. It's not just about the speed, it's what they're getting with the rotations. It's little advantages slowly building up. Virtus Pro aren't managing the middle minion wave as well as they should be.
This is the Seta that we were introduced to on day one. Clinical efficiency, just scalpel precision. And this is what surprised me. It's rare to see a team from, a developing region do this.
Yeah. They, from what I've heard, the long-time MOBA players are the members of Seta.
Oh, Lunar looking to get one over on the Zhou. Zhou holding through. Zhou's alive, and in comes Jessica. Lunar falls. Rafa finds her.
All right, bit of a trade there on that one. Good trade in the bot lane.
Yeah, I take it.
Blazing the wet answer by an RWM. Miss Meow gets on out of there. And Minun holding through.
I like what Fanwa did. That's what I would do as a Belleric. Take all the tower hits, drop the Wrath of Dryad. Well, if I did it, I would have gone down because I was too slow to flicker out. But Fanwa was fast enough to flicker out.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do, in this case, because what we're seeing is VP's not really wanting to fight. If you look at all the interactions so far, past few minutes, it's just been Seta saying, hey, we'll fight you if we need to. We'll at least burn some of the battle spells out too.
And the ults.
And so far, it's just been Virtus Pro kind of responding to that. So far, in these matches we've seen in MWI, it's been that kind of back and forth between the teams where it's just that one team being the aggressor, and right now it's Seda.
Show guilty of Grand Theft Orange. The mount by Rafa has to get on out of there. She went a little too deep. Put a little bit of damage on Zhou. That's one weakness that a Yushin has. Admittedly, even if you have quite the kit, you're very vulnerable to burst.
They were able to burn out the flicker of Name. Virtus Pro will be able to get their grab in time, get that mount. And I think it would be, it's going to be better for them if they just give this up and get some semblance of map control by taking the tower up top, get a little bit more farm. You can see how devastating it was for the overall rotation of Virtus Pro when Miss Meow went down early. Again, because VP's row mid had to go back to the mid lane while Rafa was frozen out in the EXP.
Oh no, Miss Meow Guy with a blazing duet. Jessica26 on her tail. There's no way Miss Meow survives this.
Yeah, no way to escape that. A play made up top. Let's see if VP.
Point blank, SOD and tech charge. A mirror rotation. Zhou falls down bot.
How was there no read up top first? Gotta give it to VP. At least they were able to trade it out and they got that in the bottom lane. But the death of Miss Meow shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Jessica jumping on two. Buying time for the push in mid. RWM coming out. Mino at half health. Funwell punching her. Guy looking to finish the job. But Mino lives.
She lives, just barely getting away. But now the fight for the purple. They don't want to overstay this. Miss Meow is back. They should just get out of there. Let her get her buff. Seda has held on to a lot of the objectives so far. They've got 3 turrets in their name as well. VP has to start opening up the map a bit here.
Hopefully we can get a quick item check on where Lunar is at, just so that we can see if VP has a chance to turn it around during this Lord 1 fight. A 3,000 gold lead as long as Lunar has 2 items. Oh, okay. Yeah, they should be able to turn it around in this next Lord fight. Granted, they don't have a massive loss leading into it.
All right, Golden Staff picked up. Working on that tier 2. We haven't seen them contest any objectives yet. Here's the item check.
Yep. 2 items. That's pretty much a really good start already. You have the burst and the Nolan, you have the constant damage coming out from the cursed helmet of the glue, and of course the pokes from the Valir. 2 items is what you need at this point. You don't need to rush 3 or hold back in this fight. Virtus Pro, you are encouraged to go all out for Lord 1.
They have to. I think at this point they've bought enough time to go ahead and farm up to be competitive for this objective. There's a good push from Jessica. The mount.
Van Hua put down a fifth of her health. Blazing duet, but they pick off the tree first. Seitar, a woman down. There's the Mount Shocker. Name coming through from the flank. Jessica right behind her. Minun very low. Another mount here by Rafa. Little back line. Joe helps find Lunar. 2 for 1 the trade, and now they find one more and live in Miss Meow. Get out of there! Double kill for Jessica. Lulu and Rafa. The last one left, and that's a wipeout for Seda.
It's showtime, baby! Perfect flank! Virtus Pro thought they were happy with the kill onto Fanwa, but then they were instantly sandwiched by Seta, led on by Zhou. I thought at first that Seta wasn't respecting VP, but no, Seta knew that they still had a chance to turn it around even without their roamer, because again, Jessica has the most busted EXP laner in the current metagame.
Not just that, but to see the discipline to hold on to the real-world manipulation from Name there, while she was mounted by Rafa the Glue, and then she popped it off at the right point.
The reason as to why I think every day I believe that Esmeralda is overtuned all the more is the fact that before that fight, Jessica did not have a single fully defense item. She only had Oracle. And I'm expecting at this point she would build like a, Pauldron on the way, Antikiras on the way. No! She was that chunky with just an Oracle.
I think you really got to tune up the shields again. With just the Oracle Rush, way too much goodies that you get with it. 7,500. This was around 2 or 3 earlier. Seta just got everything. This is going to be a really tough defense for Virtus Pro. They're going to have to commit and overcommit certain heroes just to clear comfortably. But so far, they've been handling the minion wave somewhat okay.
Oh, Mount Shocker used. They want to take down the space turret if they can. Half health still on that Lord. A wave still pushing up mid.
Oh my lord, look at the damage! RWM! Rafa with the mount, Fanwa gets taken down! But Rafa will be traded out for 1 for 1. Inhibitor still standing. Minun down to a 10th of her health. Livin down to an 8th. Oh, she's still burning. They get through mid lane. Inhibitor has been taken down. Bottom lane follows. Oh! Blinker tech charge by Minun! Guy with the answer, SOD. Point blank. In comes Jessica dancing Minun to death.
Oh, now she's taking some damage. She had to burn the flicker, but she'll take out Minun. And so there you go. 2 base turrets off that first Lord and a massive gold lead. 9.3k ahead.
That was a great attempt by Virtus Pro to try and get something good. I gotta commend Minun's tech charge, but the lead is just too much. The gap is too wide for Virtus Pro to leap over it. They just have to wait. They're gonna be turtling it out for the next few minutes. If they get desperate and try to get a win around an objective, they're not going to get that. Even trying to move out of the base, maybe with a big conceal play, try to -1 and then run back to base is so risky that as much as you want to be proactive, you have to be reactive here if you're Virtus Pro.
Oh, RWM holding down those backing off. Miss Meow dashing through, guy. A little too late on the flick of the wrist. Hitting her, but Rafa will fall down still. Worthy use of the Blazing Duet. Top lane, looking to be the next target. Seta gets VP a bare base.
Oh, Miss Meow's in trouble too. They just want to clear these waves out. They lose the last base turret off of that, but man, it's looking really desperate now for VP, just kind of throwing themselves into a fight against Seta. They don't really have much of a choice. That sometimes they're just kind of a sacrifice at this point. Seta has so much power against them. This Lord is up. They should be able to just freely get it, but it looks like VP wants to potentially get in this zone. They might get clinched in here. SOD thrown out.
And the answer. The flicker from Fanwa. The Wrath of the Dryad. Blazing Duet pushing back 2. And down goes Lunar and Minun. Miss Meow follow through, live in as well. And now Rafa falls. The wipeout. Seta are moments away from going to match point.
All they need is this wave to push in, and they'll do it just that. Seta with a dominant lead in game 1 of this best of 3. Take it against VP.
There's the Seta that we first saw open up day one with their surprise win against Team Falcons ID. Efficient, decisive, and deadly across the board. Virtus.pro has a lot they need to get right to force game number 3.
Man, I feel like for a minute there was, 2-3K lead that they had for Seda, and then all of a sudden, boom, 8, now 10, now 12 as they ended the game there. This has to be one of the fastest games on Stream B anyway so far.
Oh, yeah.
It's about a 13-ish minute game. They exactly knew when that power spike was coming, and that's why, again, that blue pick priority Esmeralda is so popular right now in the draft.
I think that is a warranted ban if you're not prepared for it, unless you have a very specific composition that can deal with a lineup that has an Esmeralda. It's not unbeatable, but it's just so good that it adds so much difficulty for any composition, even the one that can counter it.
Yeah.
It asks for so much of its opponents.
Yeah, this even that last sequence was so clean, from the blazing duet being used, and then you just have Zhao come in too. They timed it so well, and that's what we saw. A lot of the choreography from the team fights that we saw, the layering of abilities and the kits that they had was really executed well here from Seda. Now I understand why, even on day one, even though we didn't get to see it here, why they had the result that they did against a team like Team Falcons ID.
Talking about choreography, I think this game felt relatively free for Jessica.
Yeah.
All she did was, now I dance? Okay, cool. Jump here?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone else was just setting up for everyone. I might just be tunnel visioning on the Esmeralda, but it seemed like they were so in sync, more now than ever.
Yeah, especially because of the rotations that the rest of the team were doing. There were moments clearly where they needed that extra little bit of follow-up, slightly delayed, which is a good thing, because that's when the opponents least expect help to arrive. That's why On Your Left made such a big cultural impact. That was Jessica in this game.
Dude, Justice League. But that's what makes it all the more difficult for Virtus.pro. Even before the game started, we were so clear on it. If your execution ain't on point, you have to find a way to reset. But with a lineup like what Seda brought, there is no reset. They're literally always just breathing down your neck.
What I would say for this, each one of the members of Seda had like a highlight moment in this game. Like you could just take all of it, put together a compilation for game one. They all had their moments. I mean, even for the setups that came with the Belrek here from Fanwa was so good. She was able to go ahead and support so much. The utilization, like I said, with the real-world manipulation from Name was also outstanding. And so there's just so many things to dissect if you're VP, potentially going into this point where of game 2 draft, you're like, where do we focus on? What do we hone in on to get us to that game 3 that we need?
A lot of questions. I think you really have to start it with how Miss Meow, Livin, and Minin are communicating their rotational priorities. The early death onto Miss Meow, I will keep drilling on that. That was such an off-timed rotation. I know the Roman mid needed to handle the mid lane. I know that Rafa needed to get the minions so that she could hit level 4 because Jessica was already level 4 at that time and she got frozen out. But sending down your jungler like that without any info in that side of the river was too dangerous.
Which I think is more an effect than a cause. The real problem is, I think Virtus.pro got a little too crafty and got cheeky and said, let's do a different rotation. I think we can greed out.
Yeah.
Purple straight, small camp, and then cross over to steal the small crab.
Yep.
And then we go from there, which was obviously not the right thing to do against a team who is on point 100% of the time.
Is that the nature of just because of having the Nolan, or was it just something that they wanted to go ahead and try something different too?
As a jungler, I reckon it's because it was a Nolan and said, I'm bursty enough to get away with this. They didn't.
Yeah, and a small decision just changed or led to a very big consequence for Virtus.pro. A consequence of our actions that we experience as MLBB players is Rhino Day. Well, it isn't really a consequence, it's just the season reset. That's what we call it. There are new interactive effects for Rhino Day now available. Ta-da! It's that. I love that Lilia one, by the way.
Hey.
Wait, where is it? Right here?
The Lilia one, yeah.
I like that Lilia one. Kind of looks like Naisu.
If you are a Rhino for more than a week, that's on you.
I get it. That's a throwback to season 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay.
It's all right. Hey, happy Rhino Day.
In the land of Dawn.
In the land of Dawn.
All right. Looking back at the
In MLBB.
builds.
MLBB.
Well, as we saw earlier, she did eventually get to the other defensive items. But yeah, it is quite busted that even with just an Oracle, an early game Esmeralda feels like a mid game Esmeralda. Yeah. And an Esmeralda with just one more item feels like a late game Esmeralda already.
What was that? 7 minutes?
Yeah, around 7
She had Tough Boots, Talisman, and Oracle, and that was enough. VP couldn't even get it down to half health.
Yeah. It's, and again, 13-24 on this one. There was just... I guess the timing that we saw from Seda was the most impressive because again, if you go back the past couple days, guys, on Stream B, the games that we've seen, they've been very chaotic. You know, I would say this is one of the cleaner executions from a team as a whole that we have gotten to see here, and it was just great to see. Now for VP, it's not great to feel that because now you have to match that.
Not to point any fingers and, you know, put anyone on blast, but even the former champion, now VPH, didn't play this clean.
Yeah.
This Saita, I think, is the possibly cleanest
so far
team on Stream B so far.
Even cleaner, you would say. Okay, I would have to argue a little bit. You know what? We're going to argue about it behind the scenes. I think it's Galaxy Phoenix, but hey, it's Saita's time to shine right now. Coming up next, maybe let's play a little game with Team Ray Young's Chi Boy. I think they quizzed her about some Paris facts.
It's your boy Mirko, and I'm here joined by Livin and Keyboy. They're gonna go up head to head in this true or false battle. Paris is known as the city of romance.
True.
You guys are wrong. It's false.
What?
Paris is known as the city of light. The main bell of Notre Dame is named Emmanuel. 1, 2, 3.
True.
It's still a tie. Both of them got it right. 1-1 right now. Croissants are originally from France. 1, 2, 3.
True.
It is false.
Damn.
1 point over to Liv, and now it's 2-1. The Louvre is the biggest art museum in the world. 1, 2, 3.
True.
It's 3-2 now. Yes, it is true. There are no stop signs in Paris. 1, 2, 3.
False. If there is, it's wrong.
True.
True. Yeah. Oh my god, I tied it up. Let's go, guys.
So now it's 3-3. There are 132 playable heroes in MLBB. 1, 2, 3.
True. It's false, I think.
So it's true and false.
Yes.
Chi-Boy, unfortunately, you are correct.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there you go. Hey. So no punishment. You guys are free to go. I'm joking. There's a punishment. You're gonna have to brutally now smack your friend in the head.
Me?
Yeah, the winner. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be soft. Yay! Friends.
If you guys want to catch more of this friendship, Chi-Boy and Livin, tune in to MWI EWC26.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind, and we're here. Now, the proud founding partner of EWC, powering the biggest event in gaming, shoulder to shoulder with the world's best, making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion, reach your impossible.
champions, one game. My Champions Pick event is now live from now till July 27. Submit your predictions for the MSC and MWI champions for a chance to win 50,000 in-game diamonds and MSC 2021 to 2025 tournament skins. Don't forget to leave your picks under at MLBB Esports post for even more chances to win. Lock in your champions now and cheer for your favorite teams. Welcome back to Stream B here. We're entering game number 2 between Seta and Virtus.pro. If you've missed it, TLDR, Seta were just too damn good, while VP looked like they were just trying to chase a chicken on a hot summer day while it's raining.
In Paris.
In Paris.
But it's not raining.
But it's not raining.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know if that analogy hit anyone. Is that an American thing? No?
There's got to be at least like 2 people who got it.
It's definitely an American thing.
One of them is here.
All right. You've chased a chicken in the summer while it was raining?
Yep. I've done that before.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yep.
What else have you done?
Catch cold.
You don't need to answer that right now. Okay. Hirara, and respect. Wait. Why? Wait. You don't want the Esmeralda for yourself, Virtus.pro? That's perplexing to me.
They have a different plan. Maybe it's a first pick Beleric for them.
Okay. I wouldn't mind that.
Wasn't it Rafa that had that amazing base defense with the Esmeralda?
Yeah.
In yesterday's game?
She was the one dancing like crazy yesterday.
I'm so surprised with that ban.
They could be leaning more towards, so if it's not the Beleric, their major trade pieces will be things like Beleric, Paquito, Freya. Like maybe that's where their priorities are
maybe
at.
the Freya.
I don't know if first pick Freya is worth it anymore, though.
Anymore, yeah. It popped up a lot in the previous days, no?
But always as like an additional.
Yeah.
It's always a +1, but never the one.
Even the Eve. Again, a lot of this is more, at this point, respect, but also we'll know off that first pick, blue side, what VP wants to do with the draft here. Seta's last ban. I'm surprised to how much Jushin slips through now, through the drafts and bans.
I think the reduction in her range really just made
hurt
her somewhat awkward, especially with all of the gap closing heroes that you have available. Not just as assassins, but pretty much in every role there's a huge gap closer available.
What is this, VP? What are you thinking here?
Coach Bulat, is it the Beleric?
It's Matilda.
Oh, we could potentially see the Matilda Barretts.
Are they taking a page out of the lineup that kind of dropped them from, the upper brackets?
I wouldn't be mad about that. It was
gotta be Barat's 2-3 then.
Yeah. It was Twisted Minds
that started it off.
Yeah,
yes,
started it off
against them.
Yeah. Rotational speed. I would not mind if Seta decides to pick up something like a Cho or a Hilda later on. They play it safe and they pick up the Claude with the Carrygon, while of course Seta pick up the Baksha. Still, you can definitely Barrett here, considering there's no carry to worry about. Or if you're not gonna Barrett, it's just any tank jungler is gonna be great.
I think it's still gotta be someone that's relatively immobile.
Yeah.
Because you want to make the most out of the Matilda.
Yeah. I mean, the other options we discussed that could be paired with a Matilda Roam are things like throwing back to a Lucas Matilda together is terrifying to deal with.
That hasn't popped up yet, right? The Lucas.
Not once.
Yeah, even Matilda, not Atlas, Alpha.
Yeah.
That's one of the options. But it is the Barretts.
It's gotta be.
Paquito.
They are learning. They've picked up a page from the Book of Twisted Minds.
I like this better though too, because so far when we've seen VP struggle, it's been on delaying Miss Meow's ability to scale up, to hit that timer. Something like this alleviates that pressure, right?
Yeah,
You've got the Barretts.
Doesn't have to be her.
Yeah, you've got Matilda. Now, part of this though is the weight on the Paquito, right? For Rafa. She's going to be able to pump off that damage that we see so much with Paquito, make those plays, cut off those angles. And that's why I think even the Lilia is a great pick for that last pick of the first phase for Seta, because you can always get out of the bad situations with your black shoes.
I would like it if VP would consider Zetian over a Farsa for them. Even though the Farsa can rotate as fast, you already have the Matilda there. I feel like having Zetian being able to get whisked quickly around the map through the Matilda would be much more effective. Plus, having the Fury of the Phoenix is just going to be good. You could use that to force out a BMI or a Black Shoes.
My only problem with Zetian is her damage profile might be too slow.
Yes.
Because your only real burst right now is Paquito.
Paquito.
And that's a very specific kind of burst that targets, 1 or 2 tops.
Yeah, and since they're the ones, since VP that banned out the Eve, your options are, at least for what's been shown in the mid lane, and now that Gord is taken out, is being narrowed down even further.
And that's why maybe Farsa pops up. Well, Gord would have been good, but they get banned out alongside Valir.
Yeah, I don't know if we potentially see another Kagura come up in MWI, you know?
That might be overshooting it because she's too mobile then. It's like, I don't need to invest in mobility. I need, this kind of burst damage.
They need a little bit more shred or constant damage. You could go wrong. Lunox mid and then close it out with a Moskov. They still ban out the Atlas, which is interesting to me.
What if they want a Kimmy here though too? Like what if
I was thinking Kimmy.
But it's not burst.
It's not burst, so but if you build I guess Sky Piercer,
I guess.
Yeah, it will be burst eventually. They don't need the burst right away.
But the way that Satan's playing is they're not allowing for them to build up.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, that's true.
Ain't no way, son.
And with the Benedetta even more so.
Yep.
Right?
That's Jessica saying, you're on check.
I will meet you on the back lines.
Come
Rafa.
chase me, boxer man. Come chase me, Rocky.
Don't bring your fist to a sword fight, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe vice versa.
There's no Esmeralda. I would be okay with something like a Hilda, single target. Oh, wait, no, sorry. They already have a Paquito.
Yeah, they need that mid, and then they need the...
Valen.
Yeah, I'm okay with...
Might just be a Moskov, yeah. Probably the safest.
If they think they can be front heavy, they can go Clint. Oh, Bruno, okay.
Bruno.
Get that little dash.
Bruno.
There's the burst.
And
they still go for the juice and for the control.
So I'm still very worried. I'm a little iffy.
Yeah, on this one.
Again, your burst is all physical, and it's a specific kind that needs some ramp up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saita's Cho.
Yeah, it's a pick that we brought up earlier after the Matilda was picked up. They took the long way around instead. They just wanted to confirm if they can go for it, and they can. If that, because now this forces the Bruno to make one of the toughest decisions you want to have as a gold laner. Am I packing Flicker or am I packing Purify?
Hey.
And at this point, either or looks like a bad choice and a good choice simultaneously. It's so 50-50.
We're going to wait to see what that choice ends up being for that Bruno in the hands of Lunar, but it's the Cho too. It hasn't popped up too much, and now it comes through for the third pick. But let's find out here. Match point currently for Seda off of a 13.5-minute game from game one. Very dominant, very decisive. Jumping into game two, can we see a recuperation from VP as a team? Because they're gonna need it as we get ready to jump on in here just in a second. We'll find out what it is a Purify. It's 3 Purifies.
Oh my lord.
You know what they gotta do.
Pop that Purify.
They gotta pop the Purifies.
Which I think is the better choice. Why? There's very few ways to PTP. Like,
PTP.
What can you do? One is eye for an eye, but you have to time that. The kicks, of course.
Yep.
The jump from Zhou. That's it. In comes Fanhua, compromising the take. Enough time to just distract them.
And it's going to be a question of will VP... Oh!
Fanhua flickers, almost dies into the wall. Rafa flickers in as well. Fanhua running for her life, but Minun draws first blood.
Oh, that was unexpected.
And Lunar will be able to purify. Oh, Guy finishes the job.
It's just a trade.
And that's why that's a tough choice, whether or not Fury or Flicker. Rafa, good call on her to commit the Flicker so that she could get that kill onto Fanhua. Meanwhile, Lunar, I think a lot of her game is going to be a lot of what we saw earlier.
Off to, because of the way the nature of that trade went, neither team really comes out on top of the trade. But it is an early kill, at least for Guy on this Claude, so she should be fine in that lane against the Bruno matchup against Lunar. But you have the first turtle at 20 up to this point. Seda rotating around, having this box shot too. We'll get there quickly. Again, we're on flying clouds. So even when it come down to the defense, some of these team fights, we've seen it before where some teams, they go into these extended team fights because of the nature of flying clouds. They end up overstaying a little bit too long because the opposing team can just get back there in the fight very quickly. But this turtle's already up, and they are doing quick work to secure this first turtle for Seda. Nothing that VP can do.
Good recovery from the Chinese squad. Down bottom, Guy. Blazing the wet into Lunar. Oh, wow. Look at the freeze. Look at the freeze.
Yeah, Lunar is struggling in the lane. That quick early rotation by Zeta It's going to give her a lot of difficulty. Even Miss Meow couldn't get to that turtle in time because she was still not level 4, just barely about to hit it, meaning that Zeta is once again, similar to game number 1, hitting their rotational beats and timers at the right time. They suffered a death, yes, but they recovered quickly and they have been relentless with taking control of the river.
Okay. Keeping control of the river. For VP too, in this sense, you know, you want to maintain your jungle, and this is going to be a problem. They're already feeling the pressure here.
Looking for a quick choke up. Double as Funwa tries to get on out of there. Blazing duet serves up a kill to Zhou. Black Shoes keeping her safe. Looking to finish the job, get a little bit more as Name and Zhou get on out of there. In comes Jessica. Quick lantern flare here. Zhou rolling out. Jessica drops the Electo final blow. But Livin gets a little shields there to survive.
Looks good for the team. Zeta. Still, they are going to be controlling it. Oh, that Paquito. Bit too deep. Oh, it gets to mark it perfectly. Minan able to counter and get a kill.
Finally ran out of dashes.
Yeah, that buffed up Matilda damage, man. It's showcasing itself here in game 2. 2 kills now on Minun. And, you know, one thing that Zeta's going to have to respect is, even if they're pressuring the jungle like we just saw, is, again, the amount of mobility and utility that this lineup that VP does give them is something to take note of here.
Now, with the river spawning up, the Paquito still up top. Seems like the EXP laners will not be joining here, but with a fast clear already by Rafa, VP will have the numbers advantage for this turtle. The box is still far off, but no one's starting it on the side of VP, which is quite interesting to me. They already have the numbers advantage around the river. If they started it, they would have forced Zeta into making an early unnecessary dive.
Second turtle up already, circling eagle by Minun, knocking Funwa up, serving up a deadness welcome, Guy with a blazing duet back, and Funwa gets taken down. Zhou in the middle of it all, Puissance looking to secure the turtle. Jessica, another Electo final blow, helping Zhou secure. Rafa one-on-one, the sword better than the fist, and Zhou gets lantern flare once more. Baksha unite, Mamba out.
Miss Meow escaped with barely a sliver of health, but yes, even though VP got a nice start to that team fight, it happened a little bit too late. If they started it off a little bit earlier, maybe their chances of getting the turtle would have been higher. But since Zeta was able to set up and respond to the initiation of VP because they were much closer to the turtle, then Zeta walks away with the turtle and some wins.
Okay, off to it. Some of the wins on both sides here, but right now Zeta trying to hold on to a bit of a lead up to this point. There's the scalability is one of the main points of contention. Whoa, damage.
Rafa trying to get one over. Jessica still picks the fight with the Puissance, but Rafa knocks her out. Zhou, I don't think she can finish the job. You're not alone. Guy, 2v1. She and Lunar, one more beat, and Funwa looking to get it, but do they know Miss Meow and Livin are here? Miss Meow and Livin, the Crimson Beacon, the deadness welcome, throw in Funwa into the wall, the flicker, back end, a choke up and takedown.
They do not have an answer for this Barrett. The control that Virtus Pro is showing after a few slip-ups early on, after Zeta looking like that they'd be able to manipulate the map a little bit towards their favor, Virtus Pro are still a difficult team to fight against with their Barretts. Still, Zeta might be able to keep up control by the pressure that they're applying at the right time through the side lanes.
That is so difficult to deal with, like we mentioned, with the utility offered from VP's lineup. And even the punching power, the literal punching power from Rafa, you already saw, is keeping Jessica on her toes instead of like when we saw her with Esmeralda in the previous game. She's got a little bit of free reign, that little kick going to be used by Fanwa. No follow through on that one. And that's one of the difficult things about being a Cho in general, but even more so now you have this Matilda to worry about. Daytona's welcome to. Won't land on anyone. The fight for the turtle, 3 for 3 though for Zeta.
Despite them actually losing out more of the big team fights, Zeta are still able to get a majority of the major objectives.
It's the timing. Again, it's the rotations. When they decide to park themselves around the objective, the minion waves that they decided to flow and freeze at the right time. And again, we go back to Turtle 2, the window that Virtus Pro had to take Turtle 2. They didn't jump on it, and now Zeta is continuing to slowly dismantle Virtus Pro's presence in this map with invades.
Oh, Crimson Beacon through the wall! Meow! They want to get a choke up, but instead they get a kick, and Joe back to Unite into it. Fanwa falls first, Lunar scores. Puissance back to disincentivize forward momentum. VP punish Zeta.
Yeah, good punish there. This is what they have to do, though. They have to play to their strengths. VP definitely feeling it better here in Game 2 because of this composition. This is why it's worked so well for other teams that have drafted it. Now, this also just allows you to have that space for Lunar. Lunar on the Bruno, and which is, mind you, one of her better heroes that she's been known for, too, is going to be a big threat through the course of this game. Now that we're approaching that mid to late. Oh, Fanwa again trying to get the kick.
That's a conceal alongside Show. They answer with a Circling Eagle, knocking up Fanwa. Miss Meow misses. The deadness welcome. This is a good chance for Zeta to reconfigure their approach, but instead the map is something they address first. VP has been working on it.
Yeah, at least we get to see VP balance things out in terms of the map control. They're being aggressive in terms of trying to get the fights in their favor, but they're still not forgetting about their map. After a few minutes of Zeta pretty much running all over the side lanes and using those minion waves to pressure Virtus.pro out of the timings.
How is Jessica alone here, able to eye for an eye and back out?
She didn't get the Daytona's welcome again, but Jessica is going to be hard to catch on a Benedetta. She gets away. This is something that they'll have to keep track of as the game goes through. You know, you don't want to let Jessica to just push the off lane, the long lane, knock down some of these turrets like she's doing right now.
Fanwa saying ni hao, kicking up Rafa, but there's not enough of a response. It's just Guy there to back off, and Rafa knocks Fanwa out once more. Deadness welcome finally coming through, throwing Zhou into the wall, and Lunar finds Name. Can Guy help support? She doesn't have a blazing duet ready yet. AOT stacks her down. VP looking to get the Lord.
The inevitable reality of the composition of Virtus.pro. Way too tanky, too much damage. Joe, can you steal it? Can you?
And she misses. Miss Meow with the secure. Even though they're both at level 11, I think it was a matter of timing. Miss Meow, what precision.
Yeah, definitely timing there. Crucial that they got that, though. I mean, again, 3 turtles went over to the Zeta, but as long as that Lord goes to VP, they can start pushing down some of these turrets a little bit more. They've got 2 in their pocket.
Blazing duet a little too soon for Guy. And they do get the jump on Aminun. Miss Meow can't save her roamer.
Salute to all the roamers out there. That's how it's done.
Merci.
Not like the Gata that I got earlier in the day who would be the first one out. Hopefully he gets to watch this.
Oh.
Good job, Minun.
Yep, sacrificing herself there. Oh, Fanhua be able to get away. This has been a really difficult Cho game for Fanhua. You know, 6 deaths, but it's all because she's trying to get to the point where she can get the angle and the kicks. But what's difficult is you literally have to pop 3 purifies, man. You gotta be able to get into the zone. And if you do kick, you're still susceptible to getting crashed down, even if you get the purify on.
I mean, it was said 3 times. Pop that Puri like this.
Oh!
Pop that Puri like this. And
Crimson Beacon. There's so many ways for them to PTP, y'all.
Yeah. There's just too much. And that's why that Cho pick was a bit of a risk when it did come through, but right now I think Zeta really just wants to go ahead and get to a point where their Claude is online for Guy. She's got to get that Trinity. Jessica's been doing work.
Uh-oh. Burst coming through. Eye for an eye on that last one. Jessica survives.
Not a lot of Benedettas can really make the matchup against the Paquito work. There have been moments of brilliance by Jessica, but it's still a reminder that when it comes to this specific matchup, Paquito almost always has the easier time between the two.
Benedetta mostly usually wins when she's away.
Yeah. The difficult thing now for Zeta is that even though they can...
Whoa! Guy looking go for the flank in the Unite knockdown is able to take out Minun. She's not going to be part of the next fight.
As I was saying, the damage for Guy is what they were waiting for.
Fanwa with a kick on Miss Meow. Answers with a Deadness welcome. The Puissance has a spicy little potato. And Guy with a blazing duet might take down 2 and Miss Meow falls. The current trade, 3 for 1.
What a collapse by Virtus.pro. I thought Minun was a little bit more forward because they had a way out. It was way too risky to be up that far, and it seemed like they underestimated what Zeta could do with the surprise initiation.
Man, looking at this replay, this is what I was talking about. Look at the damage. Where did that come from?
And the pickoff on Minun was what started it all.
Yeah.
If Minun was there, imagine how she could have maybe saved a few members of VP, how she could have punished Zeta a little more, maybe dulled the damage that was being brought out. Zeta's just...
That's that utility that Matilda brings, and then when it's gone, you really feel it on the team.
Yeah, I know they had the Matilda there and they were probably just protecting that side of the jungle, but your Barretts wasn't there. If Barretts was already on the way crossing the center of the map, then it's good for you to be up ahead.
That's a little baby Barretts.
Black. Shoes already used up.
Kinda cold.
Crimson Beacon. What is Livin looking for here? She has no Purify just yet. Lunar does, though. Lord gets soft reset. Fanwa holding onto the Y brush. Minun gonna be checking in. Guy denying the peak.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Lord reset. Jessica's going to go back up top, push that long lane to try to get someone's attention for this. They can just go ahead and post up right now. Seda has really found their footing in this game. Might taking some damage. Circling Eagle use.
Oh, it's a little too much. The hurt that Minun brings alone. That was all just Minun.
Oh, there's
and
the
a kick. They find one. It's Miss Meow blazing duet into 3, into 4. And in comes Jessica taking down the big Dino. And Rafa is going to pay the price. She gets run down by Seda. 2 free kills.
Unfortunately, Rafa missed the start of her combo. Could not get that big knockout strike to turn it to the favor of VP. Without the Barretts, without the Paquito, they are severely lacking damage in frontline.
Oh!
Zeta jumps.
Fanhua might get punished here. Serves a kill over to Lunar. And they get one down. Lunar gets shut down. Jessica Liu finds another. And she gets shut down by Livin too. It's a bloodbath post-Lord.
I said it earlier at the beginning of the game. Flying Clouds is the map that we're on. And if you stay a little bit too long, I know they wanted the Lord, but they got punished. That's what happens.
They just keep fighting.
They caught farting.
I have to apologize, Livin. I wasn't familiar with your game. I wasn't familiar with the game. That was a good call.
Yeah.
Very good call to go for that. They at least got some trades out that equalizes, stabilizes the map and this push by Zeta just a little bit, but it gives them enough breathing room to make it a little bit more comfortable for themselves. And
Minun circling Eagle to exit through the other side. Zeta finds one kick.
Purify.
Forcing that Purify off of Livin with a Crimson Beacon too. Miss Meow down to a third of her health. Zhou still holding strong with that Poissons. Rafa able to back on through. Zhou gets knocked up, not enough turret hits. Guy, I don't think he can do that. They back off.
They back off. Lord's going to be taken down here. After taking some damage to that base turret, they will knock it down though. And so Seda looking to put more pressure.
Seda's in the base. Jessica comes through, dropping that Electro final blow. There's still a minion standing, and they take another inhibitor down.
Virtus Pro, okay, you're still going strong, but Zeta is definitely much more comfortable now. The inevitable tide that is Guy 305, but that is almost a 95+% participation rate for all the kills. Fanwa, you know what? At least you guys are winning. This isn't like me dogging on Fanwa. It's just a really tough game for Cho.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest games to be in if you're a Cho. 3 Purifies and just a bunch of mobility.
Hey! Oh, Fanwa heard that, and she took it personally, forcing back a majority of VP. Miss Meow! A lot of damage coming through, and the Blazing Duet finishes it.
Guy.
And they find Guy. The Purify is perfect, but a Rogue Bull finds her all the way in the back. They're on the base. But I think VP can still take care of the minions. Fanwa falls. The inhibitor is still standing. Zeta turn tail.
Ooh, that's what happens when that football travels with you, even in the BMI.
That was a heat-seeking football. Unfortunately for Guy, when she pressed that BMI, the animation was already locked in, and that will chase you till the ends of the earth.
Go!
Oh,
A
man.
screamer is what they would call it. Still, Zeta, I have full control. Fanwa started things off, and that was a great entry. Still, with the presence of the tower, there are some things that Zeta need to consider. It can't just be all Guy. Even going in, it's tough for Jessica. And this is the tough thing about the lineup of VP. It's not just Fanwa who struggled with 9 deaths.
Yeah.
Look at how the attempts by Jessica to try and enter make a big impact. She goes in, she's instantly out. She can't bring out a nice little sword intent or enhanced basic attack with it. Even Name, it's difficult for her, especially when Guy decides to go that deep with the tower still up. A thing that I would have changed here, I wish Zeta just decided to focus on from the tower a little bit more.
Yeah, that was a big attempt because they thought they had the win. Oh, here's another one for the Lord.
Massive exchange here, forcing that black shoes already. Lunar is cut out by Jessica, and that's a big trade for Name. But Miss Meow falls too. Jessica's bloodthirsty. Guy falls. That's a marksman out for Seita, but they do trade out for Rafa. Popping a brutality. No way she survives against 3.
Ooh.
And it's a 2 for 3. Bloody before the Lord. Minon and Livin left to defend. I'm not liking their odds. These two do not have the kit to clear waves.
Yeah, I was going to say they should just make a way to the Lord there. They spent a little bit too much time running it down mid, and they just got the call. Go for the Lord. This can be delayed out, though, and I think Minoon wants to do that because, again, Flying Clouds can bring the team back here, but there's just not much.
Rush it.
To slow this down here.
Minon trying with her wisps. Goes for a circling eagle. Might hit it with a shooting star, but Zhao still secures. Had that retribution of cooldown. Lord number 2 for Seita.
Great attempt by Minon, mainly because she didn't go down. If she was taken down in that attempt to steal that Lord away, then that would have been a terrible call, but she lived, and now they have a full 5-man for the defense. We've seen Zeta, when it goes into the all-in dives, how difficult it is for them. It's like they need to really be on point with their execution during team fights.
Yeah.
There is, if I would give it a number, I'd give it maybe like around a 25% chance that VP could wipe out or at least take out 4 members of Zeta in this attempt to end it, and then they're going to get a lot of map control afterwards. Still, the odds favor Zeta to end it now.
Yeah, they definitely can off this Lord. Conceal was already used. They're going to be stopped. Fanwa might look for potential. They want to get this base turret down first. They got to deal with the Lord. It's being worked on. They jump in.
Miss Meow taking a few hits that quickly. Rafa looking for a target. Kick from Fanwa. Then is welcome. Circling eagle to the back line. Jessica falls, but the base is still exposed. Rafa gets taken down. As long as Guy lives, they can just keep wailing away. Double kill for the Claude. And just like that, Seita sweep Virtus Pro.
What a game, what a series. Seita took them a little bit longer in game 2, but they showed us that as a team, they are strong.
A valiant effort by Virtus Pro. They will bow out from their journey here at MWI. They've improved individually and as a team, but now this is the moment of Seita to advance. Job isn't finished, but it does feel great that you will make it to top 8.
There you go again. You know, we're at that point in the tournament here for MWI that it's tough, right? You have to say goodbye to certain teams. They really fought through these past couple days, went through the gauntlet, and now we say goodbye to another one, and congratulations to another making it to that next stage.
It's great to see that despite the strengths of Seita, a lot of the things that they need to improve on aren't like big glaring problems that instantly they'll ring the alarm bells. We're in the top 8. We need to fix this now. You can fix it gradually. It's something that can be fixed with a little bit more communication, maybe even a little bit more fewer warm-ups heading into the day.
And when they struggled, it's something that they expected, that we expected. You know, the Cho with a triple Purify lineup that you're going to be facing. We knew that she was going to have a hard time, and she did, but they made it work.
Yeah, that's, as someone who is a Cho main myself, you see 3 Purifies like that, and you're trying to get through all that utility. Yeah. That is not going to be a fun time.
Honestly, if they purposefully pick this Cho in an attempt to force more Purifies getting picked up by Virtus Pro
and reduce flickers,
I would say master stroke of genius.
That's
by
Coach
Seita.
Best right there.
Hopefully we can ask the coaching staff later if that was the case, because you could see the moments, even though there were times where Seita, we talked about how difficult it is for them to go all in with the risk of just getting crowd controlled by the Jusin, even the Barretts. Getting too close to a Paquito is not good for anyone's health. You also forced Virtus Pro to all in. Yeah. They didn't have a lot of ways out. Most of them are on the Purifies, and once they decided to fight, they pop that Purify, have that CC immune. They're pretty much forced to hope that they win that fight.
Yeah, there was a lot of things, too, that I just felt like the weight on both XP laners in this matchup were so important, too, because, you know, getting to that back line, trying to cut off those gold laners, or at least get the defensive item or the Purifies, what have you, was so much work, because in a lot of those team fights, that's what it was. It was Rafa going for the mark. And then you had, of course, Jessica doing the same thing. And so it all came down to just the better team fights. And the XP laners were pivotal in that.
I think those are the two main roles that carried this game, the XP lane and the roam.
Exactly.
Fanhua and Minun, they were both thinking, should I save you first or should I go for the initiation?
I wish we could see more of Virtus Pro, of course, but we will eventually in the next MWI and, of course, whatever regional tournaments that we have showcasing their abilities. Thank you, Virtus Pro, for your efforts and your time, everything that you've sacrificed to make it here to the stage. Pretty sure all of your fans are proud of you. Meanwhile, for Zeta, great to see that their region has representation. After, of course, what we saw from the previous MWIs, they've gotten better and better. And this squad, with their experience in this genre of sport, they look like naturals.
Yeah, this was, again, a bit of a longer game. This is what we're more so used to over here on Stream B, right? Getting up to the nearly that 20-minute mark after a 13.5-minute game. Zeta had to make adjustments on the fly. And again, I was kind of surprised just how much damage they were able to pop off with Guy at that point in the game.
Hold up, ain't no way. Zhou never died.
Zhou never died.
Go time.
Zhou never died.
Go time.
And to think, she is literally the main engager. Like, she is the front line, the vanguard of Zeta, and she's like, nope.
But maybe that's the reason, once again, why the Fanhua pick for the Cho. Like, because it alleviated some of that pressure where you're still the front line on the box show, but now you have a Cho also there.
Yep.
Now I'm reminded of something we've talked about with Virtus Pro's tendencies, wherein they would overcommit on the first thing that they see or the first target that they see and not have enough for the follow-up afterwards. I think that's why also Zhou survived this long.
Yep.
Because once they would see Fanhua commit a lot of their abilities just to take Fanhua down, yay, congratulations, but then what do you do for the Baksha that's just arriving?
And the Benedetta from the flank.
Yeah.
Lethal. Zeta did their homework here.
Yeah, they did. I think, already multiple matches in for them, they've definitely adjusted from match to match to match. This one is really just showcasing how good they can be as a team, because you gotta remember when they locked in the first three turtles, or the first three turtles, then the Lord was given over to VP. That was a big swing for VP in this game, where they potentially could have, started approaching the base of Zeta, but it never actually came to fruition. Zeta was actually able to really just play defense, even if they were playing from behind a little bit. They caught back up into it and then take the game in their favor.
I'm excited to see more of Zeta throughout the knockouts. They have finally gone through this group stage, and we're going to see which matchup they're going to get drawn into much later on in the day. But for now, let's go to the stage with Rachel.
Thank you so much, Renmar. I'm here up on stage with Fanhua. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was an amazing victory. Game 1, Game 2. How was that for you? How are you feeling right now?
It feels like still like a dream, because we never imagined that we can come to the Swiss stage or something, but we did it.
You did, and everyone is so proud of you. And this marks the first representative from China going over to the knockouts. So maybe do you have something to say to all your fans back at home?
What I want to say is just trust us, we'll give you the mystery.
Oh, I'm wondering, what do you have in store for us later on for the knockouts?
Just based on our luckiness.
Lucky. She's too humble, guys. She's being way too humble. But of course, yesterday was an unfortunate matchup, right? You had to lose that against TRY. But how were you able to come back? What was the mentality like for the rest of the team?
Firstly, I think I need to thank our EWCs. There was like medical support here to help us and chat with us the whole night with how can we recover our emotions, like from back to our today's tournaments. So I need to thank them. And nextly is like we do the review and we know why we lose. That's the most important things. If we know why we lose, I think it's easier for us to have the new tournaments going on.
Wait, did you say medical team?
Yeah, there's a like emotion medical team, psychologic team there. Just help our players. If they lose games or what, you can just go and find them and chat with them.
Wow, I think a lot of the casters actually need that one. That must be really nice to have. So without that though, do you have like a certain person on your team that usually, lifts the morale as well?
Used to be, but now maybe because of the visa issue, like some of my team members cannot come. But when we back to China, I think they will help us also.
So who took over the mantle here?
Me.
You, Fanwa. We want to know, what do you usually say to your team, especially after that loss yesterday? How did you reset? Because we saw your performance today and it was incredible.
You can just tell them enjoy the game, because I already told them we win 1 matches already. We did every goals, I give it to you. So now every game following on, just enjoy.
That's amazing. That's amazing mentality. Thank you for sharing that as well. And we want to know, heading to the knockouts, do you have maybe a scent of who might be picking you first come the knockouts?
For us, just don't want to be Vitality.
You don't want to go up against Vitality?
No, because we want to go furthermore.
All right, so they want to leave Vitality as the final boss, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, thank you once again, Fanwa, and congratulations for this decisive victory, because we are going to throw it over back to the desk. So Renmar, take it back over.
Thank you so much, Eterna. Of course, great to hear from Fanwa as well. I learned new things about the setup here. It's not just physical medical assistance. We get mental health medical assistance here as well. That little shout out to the professionals here at EWC. I'm glad that we have that for players who need it.
Yeah.
And talents too.
Talents,
hopefully, yes. Can
Hey,
we message anyone there?
We have a pretty cool lounge.
We do?
Well, I mean, it's like it's a shared lounge.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Cool facility,
Cool facility.
Relax. I'll play a bit of sub soccer later on.
Yeah.
Apparently, they can also do haircuts.
Yeah, Rachel, stay over there, right there, just so you can say hi. That's Eterna from Stream
Rachel.
A. She is now officially a Stream B import. That's her.
At least for one more match after this.
Yeah, at least for one more match, and then we become Stream A imports.
What, haircuts?
Yeah, there's a barber over there.
Yeah, there's barbers.
I have to actually get a haircut.
In Hall 1?
I'm actually not sure where it is exactly.
Let's hunt it down, Joseph.
We're going to hunt it down.
Yeah.
See if they can give us a
This
cut
is a mess.
for the next.
All right, so just in case you're wondering, coming up next, we're actually going to be seeing the key crushing live right here, and it's going to be select members of Zeta who, of course, will be crushing the key of the opponent that they eliminated today in Virtus Pro.
Jessica was doing it.
I think it's Jessica, yeah.
Of course, it's one of the marquee moments for every EWC. The weight of the key held by every team, that is your tournament life. Once that gets crushed, there's a chance that might just end up in a... Well, where do the keys crushed end up again? They get displayed, if I remember correctly.
If they win, they get to choose, if I remember right,
champion.
2, 3. Yeah, if they are a champion, they get to choose 3.
To be fused into their main trophy.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the rest will end up in the totem.
In the totem.
Yep. Just as a part of history.
So that totem has been actually since 2024, right?
Yeah,
like it's got a bunch of
the totems
broken
are
keys.
here. The totems that we've displayed for every
Flown out
EWC.
from Riyadh, yeah.
Flown out from Riyadh from 24, 25. It's literally, there's a beautiful display right here in the venue for EWC. And it's just literally walking through history. You see the defending champions. You see all of the keys in this tournament so far. It's great.
Victory and defeat are physically tangible.
Yeah, like and then you can just see it. And I'm trying to remember exactly where in the venue it is, but I know a lot of the visitors here so far in the past couple days, they've been taking their time walking on through. And there's a ton of cool stuff. I wish we could invite, everyone that's possible to come out here to Paris at EWC can actually see how amazing all this looks behind us.
It's almost literally the setup we had in Riyadh.
Yeah.
They just
Nearly
put it
there.
in
It's
these halls.
insane that they were able to do that.
Guys, I can't believe it. We're in Paris.
We're in Paris.
We are in Paris.
We are
in Paris for MLBB
I know where it is,
Esports.
by the way. The hall of it's over there. I saw it.
Oh, is it?
It's
over
the same walls, like whatever. Carl Tizzi, Vivian, Magnus Carlsen, Sikais. They put them on. It's there.
All right, let's go to the key crush. It's time for one of the marquee moments of every Esports World Cup in the hands of Jessica.
Yep.
66.
Yo.
The key. Oh, Yo. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's lucky.
Yes. Virtus Pro's key. Are we going to be able to hear it pop?
We asked that yesterday, but you might hear it.
Today they let them do it.
Oh.
There's no shrapnel on this one.
Yeah, just a nice little band. There was one key crush I remember yesterday, which was quite violent and literally just broke.
Yeah, it just broke in multiple pieces.
Shattered.
Yeah,
That one was felt.
Yeah, and you could see a little bit of the shards. Oh wait, no, they're gonna keep breaking it.
Break it more,
They're
Jessica.
not just done yet.
Go again.
Go again. Oh! Oh, man. It never gets old to see that.
Yeah.
Ever since the first time we saw it in 2024.
Yeah, that's why it means so much when from wherever you qualified. For us, we saw it in MPL Philippines and of course in the different regions. Once they get the plaque with the key, they get to sign their names. That's pretty much signing your ticket to come to wherever EWC is.
And then this is that same ticket and trophy and key getting smashed to pieces and then being part of history.
Teams have cried, cheered, and jumped for the moment they got this, celebrating as if they welcomed a new member of their family. Okay, maybe that might be a little bit too deep to go into it, but yeah, it means a lot to see that key earned and to see it crushed.
Yeah, it's always a moment. I like it when we also eventually get through towards the end of the tournament and we get to see the actual, the champions put that on the totem for this year's EWC. That's always a really special moment too. And, I don't know if it's going to look any different this year. We'll eventually get there in a couple days, but
eventually,
congratulations to right now, Zeta for going forward.
Oh,
and GG well played to Virtus Pro.
Yep.
Shukran.
Thank you so much for our very first series. But in just a bit, we're going to be seeing the beginning of our next series. As you already see our players up on the stage. They're ready. It's a Team Falcons Mena.
Yep, Foot Esports.
And Foot Esports. They're setting it up, and I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to the table. If Falcons Mena is going to continue to show a little bit more of their unique understanding of how to play the game and how Foot Esports loves to fight. That second series is coming up next.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
Chronologically, this is the final group stage decider match. Well, it depends on what happens Stream A, but let's just put that for more dramatic effect. It's Team Falcons MENA versus Foot Esports. Two teams that have very unique understandings of how to play the game, whether it's with picks or whether it's with how they fight. Renmar, Leo, Naisu, we Bebros, at your service, still here. How are you feeling about this one? Because personally, I want to see this be a really messy series of MLBB in a good way.
You asked for it and you manifested the messiness, the chaos, the mayhem. But if there's anything we know about Foot Esports is they don't like that. They do anything and everything in their best interest to just avoid fights. We will split the map. That's how they won. That's how they beat MIB at a loss yesterday.
I was going to say split the map and just kind of, it seems like sometimes you're wondering like, oh yeah, what's the plan here? But then they end up making it work anyway. And yes, like you mentioned, Team Falcons MENA, they have a very distinct play style too. And I feel like this is where the test, as we look at the roster here for them, you know, Nocturne, Nana, Syrinx, Nucci, and Names, they are so experienced on an international stage, these ladies right here. Now, can they bring that experience and help them get forward to, you know, to the knockout stage? I think that's what they have to dig down on. Nocturne, I like, if I remember right, we had her on the interview.
Yes.
Was it day one? I think it was.
No,
day two.
yesterday.
Day two. Oh man, I'm losing track of time. But you know, I think she's
day
very
one.
impressive.
Yes,
day one. Yeah, day one. She's very impressive, and the rest of them, again, as a team, I think is where the synergy comes through from a team like this.
Yeah. Her Yu Zhang, her either Esmeralda or Benedetta, if I recall correctly. Esmeralda were very iconic in the wins that they got. Of course, Team Falcons, last year, they were not able to make it past this stage when a lot of teams and a lot of experts expected that they would be able to make it through maybe even the top 4 in 2025. But now here they are fighting for their tournament life, for the chance to make it past the stage that they failed to get past last year.
And to think that for some of them, it's their first time to meet.
Yeah.
And for some of them, it's their first major on-site tournament.
Yeah.
Specifically for Nocturne. I remember now bits of that interview. I was impressed that, if anything, she was more nervous for interviews and, you know, traveling so far from home than actually playing. So that's good to hear.
And I hope by this point, you know, day 3, as we look at the roster here for Foot Esports too, that they've settled in. I feel like they really have up to this point. They've got plenty of their nerves, because we saw nerves on day 1, and I feel like that evened out. One thing that was really impressive is, again, with Foot Esports, their ability to draft unique heroes than what we've seen before. It was Kujo, right, that pulled out the Fanny yesterday.
Yep.
And then the Hanabi and Mieko.
And the Hanabi and Mieko. So I think that versatility and that uniqueness of Foot Esports, you know, draft is something that they can use to hopefully come out with an advantage, because we've seen it before where that if you wave away too much from the meta or it's a little bit too crazy, then it ends up biting you in the behind, and hopefully that doesn't happen here. They stay a little creative, but they execute it against a team like Team Falcons MENA.
As long as Foot Esports gets past this match and make it to the knockouts, they will match their previous finish from last year's MWI. But I'm pretty sure they have their eyes set on going even further to show the world why their region has been, in the eyes of many, as one of those ready to challenge the world in terms of who is the best when it comes to MLBB, women's and men's scene included. Now, for Foot, there was something that Zendaya told me yesterday. Zendaya the player, not Zendaya the actress. I wish. I'm a huge Tom Holland fan as well. She said that when it came to the late game shot calling or shot calling in general, that's actually Mieko's responsibility. And you don't hear that a lot from...
As a gold
laner, right? Yeah.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, I asked her that because I thought that maybe it would be her as the mid laner, but no, apparently it was Mieko who calls like a lot of the shots.
I think this comes down to the fact that Foot Esports is built very specifically.
Yeah.
Their team captain follows in the way of some of the greats as well. SRG, MSC 2024 EWC champion. Their team captain is the XP laner. Same with Foot Esports, it's Unohana. So I guess it's just a matter of delegation, and you trust who you trust in specific times of the match, and that's why they play the way they do. That's why they have the Turkish twist. That's why it's so weird when they just turn it around. It's like, where'd that win come from?
Yeah, that's why we were saying, you know, there's now the Turkish delight, there's a Turkish twist. I'm wondering how that happens too for some teams, where that conversation happens, where, because so far it's so many different roles that are those shot callers, the captains of the teams, you know, and just to think, yeah, maybe that's also a reason why we saw the Hanabi be a pickup from Mieko because
And make it so early too. It was in the first half.
It was in the first half, and then because of the nature of the way it's played, you can also have a pretty decent time shot calling while playing the Hanabi.
Is she actually viable? That's the question about the Hanabi. But for anything else, we gotta make sure that you know the two champions, one game, the My Champions Pick event is still live from now till July 27th. Submit your predictions for the MSC and MWI champions for a chance to win 50,000 in-game diamonds in MSC 2021 to 2025 tournament skins. Don't forget to leave your picks under at MLBB Esports post for even more chances to win. Lock in your champions now and cheer for your favorite teams. Hanabi, after, well, this is now our third day. After 2 days of action, we're on our third day. How do you feel? Go for her? Or do you, if you can, just go away from the Hanabi?
I do not want to fight the stats anymore.
Yeah.
How I feel about this and what I wanna see has no impact. She's real. I think
The Hanabi's real. You know who I feel like isn't as real is the Hirara. Yeah, I feel like Harara.
Okay. As a jungler, for her, I have an actual opinion. Yeah.
You have an actual
I don't
opinion.
like it.
Yeah, I feel like not just statistically, but just I mean at this point before we get to the knockouts, like teams have all tried her out. She hasn't worked too well.
Yeah.
So don't bring her out in the knockouts where you then are in that phase of the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone who decides to bring her out in the knockouts and they do really well with her, kudos to you. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Because we've talked a lot about it in the past here on this stream, that Hirara's that hero that you can't hesitate with. That you really need to have the gusto and the bravery to say, I will fall some maples with going iframes, steal your objective and then run away. Maybe I might get a kill or two on the way. Not a lot of players can consistently execute her in the way that I'm pretty sure that even the devs intended.
Yeah.
Despite a hero with just being two pressable buttons,
I'll just say
it's just there's different variations. She's literally abstract art.
She has 4 skills.
Yes, she has 4 skills.
She has 4 skills, which on paper isn't more than Suyo, because Suyo technically has 6.
he has 6, yeah.
But Hirara is more complex.
Yeah.
Until when do we get a hero with like 10? It's just like you got all these choices they have to make. Because before any of them, before the Suyo, before the Hirara, what was it? Probably Old Veil or something where you, well, I mean, those are choices. Yeah. That was like a A or B.
I wish we could get our version of that one guy who likes to defend ancients. The one with a lot of buttons and possibilities of ways that you could get skills. I wish MLBB had a hero like that.
Maybe someday.
I'm sure it's in the works.
Yeah.
I am sure it's in the works.
I hope so. Get us like a 10 skill kit with a lot of ways on how to get those kills. I would love that. Let's look at what Foot is trying to build up. I think that's a Freya first pick or either a Paquito first pick.
Or Bellerique.
I like how they just ban out the Esmeralda.
Yeah. Yeah, they can also just pick up the Belleric because at least for them they'll end up with one or either. Because when you ban out the Fovis, when you ban out the Esmeralda, clearly you're trying to set up for just 2 heroes, Paquito, Freya.
It's gotta be a Paquito.
If it's Unohana, I think it's more of a Freya.
More of a Freya person, yeah.
Faster, more fighter.
That means you're going to be giving the Paquito to the other side.
And then it's first pick Hanabi because it's Mieko.
You know what? Why not? Why not? Another pick we have to watch out for. We touched on the Assassins earlier, but let's see if maybe Zendaya would want to show up with Selena again. We've had some iconic Selena performances here in MWI, not just on the Stream B, but Stream A as well.
Yeah.
Carries up, so there's a natural predator.
Yeah, they banned the Paquito. They could first pick the Freya, or go for the Belleric surprise first pick. The Marcel's gone. Please, no more juice in first pick. No need. This might just be a Freya.
Coach Coins.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's out of left field.
This is an Unohana pick for sure.
Yeah.
But not in the first phase. Not like this.
Wow.
Not in the first pick of blue.
Wow.
That's what, because of all the value out there. I'm so surprised that, that's the Benedetta.
They're too honest. They're too honest. They're just literally saying, yeah, we're going to do what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Solve the problem.
Okay. I did not see that coming. This opens up the field of possibilities. I think maybe that's why, besides it being a comfort and, I love this pick, I'm great with it.
Yeah.
Now Falcons Mena is thinking and recalculating the potential trades because of all the power picks still open.
Yeah, there's a whole lot here. Belric, do they just go carry? Do they grab the carry now, or do they just kind of wait? Oh, they'll get the Eve. Man, this is a deadly. There's a deadly box to fight in.
This is the best roamer and the best mid laner in the game.
At this point, I think maybe they'll want to settle for something like Lilia for the pokes, just to match it with the annoyance that you could dish out. Your roam pick, you could even save that for later in the draft. There's the Hanabi. Oh, they're rushing comforts.
Yeah, they're doing comfort. That Hanabi might have, I guess, if they didn't pick up out in the first phase, it potentially could have been banned out.
Yeah.
Hanabi Lilia?
Imagine if they go Selena too instead of the Lilia. It's like, oh my god, it's just all comfort. Okay, at least they get one. Yeah,
this is the norm.
Yeah, at least they get one safe pick. Who would have thunk we see this kind of draft?
If this was okay, they got away with it because the more safe draft would have been first pick box,
yeah.
And then you go Benedetta.
That's what I was thinking. Like, take the box at least.
This is such a roundabout way to end up with the first phase you wanted anyways.
Yeah. So what does that mean jungle for Falcons Mena then? Do they pick it up now?
Funnily enough, if they're crazy enough to do it, X-Borg wouldn't be so bad. It's slow as hell, but oh wait, no, that's better. That's better.
They did
this.
Yeah, they did this.
And they got away with it.
They did this when they dropped Falcon Daisies the other day to face off against Na'Vi.
It seems like that's the theme of this draft. Just teams and players getting away with decisions we thought that they couldn't get away with.
That's been the theme of MWI though.
That's true.
It's been really fun to just see how these ladies end up going through the draft here, just because it's a mix of that comfort, mix of the uniqueness of the way that they play, and it's very different from what a lot of the viewers would see from the other tournaments.
It's interesting that we're going into the second phase for Foot without the mid duo. Nothing for Nora, nothing for Zendaya just yet. And I love that Coach Koba's attacking that hard. Taking away the gourd.
Would they just go...
What else is left? Would
Atlas Farsa?
Lilia even?
Yeah, we mentioned Lilia earlier.
Atlas Lilia. Oh, Selena.
Yeah. They banned
respected.
One thing I would like them to consider, and because it is my personal bias for this pick, I would like to see a Sicilian. They got the box shot that they're safe. They have the Benedetta, that's their early game rotational presence.
Yes.
To make your late game even more deadly,
But
Hanabi Sicilian together, it's going to be tough to end the game. Considering that you have a Belleric and Carmilla, those two are just shredded by the two in the late. Yes, that suggestion is a little very, very late game minded.
Correct. How do you get there? It's one thing to say, oh, yo, I got a villa. But it's 2,000 miles away.
It's 2,000 miles. And we don't have a plane.
Thanks.
I mean, the Lilia is still the safe pick that you can go for. Maybe if you want rotational speed, then you can go Farsa. There's not a lot of hard catch for you. You do need that range. You don't see an EXP laner that will dive you, considering that they banned out the Yuzhong and Freya. Farsa isn't a bad choice.
Oh, Falcons Vega Mena pick up the Moskov. They know that footy sports are up to some shenanigans across map.
Valentina.
So stealing the RWM. That's it. You're happy with that?
Yeah, that's
you
fine.
got Neve. We got Neve. Technically, I don't know if there's a world too where you maybe take the Wrath of the Dryad.
Yeah, possible too.
Lock them down.
Like if you know it's safe, if you can't find the Eve to steal the RWM, totally fine to steal the Wrath of Dryad. Even the ultimate of the Carmilla.
Yeah.
I pray she has a flicker. She needs to get out of there.
Yeah.
What's this last pick going to be? They need
Atlas?
that Rome. Yeah, that's what I was thinking Atlas earlier on. Now that you have the Valentina here, it would even be another layer of just, the Fatal Link's good enough to slow from it too, but it's... Oh! Hey!
Nora! Nora, why?
It's just, okay, I'm reacting this way because if y'all don't know, every time I get to be part of a cast that involves a Hellkurt Rome, it doesn't end well for the Hellkurt Rome. But when I'm not there, the Hellkurt Rome plays like an MLBB god.
Hey, we're in Paris. It might change.
Might change.
And this is I don't know if I've ever seen Nora play Rome Hellkurt.
Yeah, they're definitely not, but she's bringing out
I'm pretty sure that's something I would remember.
What if it's
unique?
Roambox or Jungle Hilton?
It could be. No. I think even with the change with
Breaking
Elgar,
my brain here.
Yeah. He's still a big threat, but like who are you mainly gonna be picking on here?
The Eve.
I guess the Eve?
The Moskov.
Sora.
This is gonna be tough. You gave a lot of options for the Valentina. Wait, is there a way?
Yeah, this is a Sora into the Valentina.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to do.
Oh yes.
Adjustments.
Maybe overloading the options. Because now you have really good options if you're Zendaya.
The overloading principle only really works if you have such a straight line towards the win. Here it's a little slower because you're all in on the Moskov.
Yeah. Well, Falcons mana, odds are in their favor. Beleric currently holding an 82% win rate in 11 games heading into today.
82?
82%.
My goodness,
Best
what a tree.
Rome pick today.
That is insane. We'll see if this is going to be the case here in our last best of 3 match for Stream B before we all move over to Stream A. We're going to find out here for the MWI here at EWC26. One team can move forward. One team's dreams will be knocked down after this series is over. And we'll see if that's going to be Foot Esports or Falcons Mena here in this first game.
Trying to see now the value of this Sora pick, considering that you're giving the shifting skies to the Valentina, which honestly adds an element of the lineup of foot that they were missing. A big shift. And now that they have RWM, the ultimate of the Carmilla, the ultimate of the Beleric, the ultimate of the Sora, you can't go wrong with any of those 4 ultimates. You will get that set up.
It's almost guaranteed at that point. And maybe, shutting off the lights with Dark Knight Falls might help out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll second guess the follow through once that setup comes through. I think a lot of us want to know if this Hellcurt in the hands of Nora is actually going to be able to help. Mieko really showing why she loves this hand to be so much. She's actually doing fine against Names 1v1.
Winning the duel!
Yeah,
with very little, no assistance at all.
Yeah, she's bullying that Moskov. There might have been an element also of them fighting for that gold crab, and then you get that extra bounce from the gold crab bouncing onto the Moskov, and then with the minions there, seems like Names just took the hit, but then put her at risk.
I wonder where. Okay, there's Nora. I wonder, again, utilization-wise for the Hellcurt. Late game. Let's say late game, are you mainly just that big threat to the back line, shutting off the lights when you're fighting around the objective? Yeah. There's something to be said there because...
Nucci forced to use that Revitalize. Electro Final Blow. Eye for an eye. Nucci walks through it. She is fine. Will survive, but will back off.
It's something that we used to say a lot with artillery mages, the Farsa and the Eves. Hellcurt, actually a natural counter to those two.
Oh, holding on to the Curse of Blood here by Zendaya.
Here we go. Lightning form on the shifting skies. Unohana very low. Into trouble. Nocturne draws first blood. Nucci secures the turtle. This has gone wrong for Foot Esports as Kujo gets taken down as well. It's all Falcon Vega Mena.
Hey, talked about the comfort picks on the side of Foot. Nocturne look really comfortable playing that Sora. Great flicker to the side to make sure you get those fists up in the air to connect. And that was just a perfect start for Falcons Vega, for that turtle, for this game. The layering of all of their skills together, it is difficult to fight, even just looking at the Beleric.
Yeah, Nora didn't have a choice. She was there, but she's like, yeah, I'm not jumping in on that. Because you have a very small window of opportunity when you're on this Hellcurt, especially early on against these more tanky heroes that Falcons Mena have. And, wow, what a cut up here by Unohana. Nocturne going to go ahead and try to catch her, but again, this is what I was thinking. The damage potential early on from a Hellcurt plus a Benedetta could result into something, but Nora, for the most part, is just pretty much stopped in our tracks.
Well, now that the Hellcurt's level 4, things might change.
And they find Nana. RWM by Syrinx. Dark Knight Falls coming through, but Nora falls first. Nana gets taken down, and Nucci, 2 for 1. Good trade. Footy Sports able to recover.
Just got a preview of what I was thinking. Right? Whether it's Dark Knight Falls or not, the RWM plus select the final blow, and then here comes a Hellcurt to clean up. That can also be devastating.
This is worrying. We just saw potentially how wrong it could go for Falcons, Vega Mena, because they don't got to purify. That's a double petrify lineup.
Yep, and in that situation, I believe it was the ultimate of the Carmilla that Zendaya was able to steal away, meaning that it's not a good time when you're all sticking together. Fighting under a box, that's what Carmilla loves to fight against. While for Foot, they don't have a direct box. It's very free-flowy. They will have a box if Zendaya decides to steal the ultimate of the Eve.
Oh, Cujo rolling up, finds names, has no flicker, has no purify, gets taken down, and then the Turkish twist begins. They push down bottom, trading it for the Turtle.
This is exactly what we saw them do yesterday, and now Turtle looks to be security over here for Falcons Mena. Not much that can be said about that, but Foot Esports, I think they're happy with this. They're going to continue to play around the power of this.
Oh, Nora, Dark Knight Falls. They jump and dogpile on a Syrinx. And Nucci will answer with a Wrath of the Dryads, but there's no really follow through here. Unohana, what's she thinking? Goes right through to the back. Sword intent through. Electo final blow. Will not be able to juggle the damage. Serving up a kill to names.
All right, Nocturne has Unohana's number right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She just not in the position that she wanted to be in, so they do swap it up. They've got Mieko up there now up top. She's going to handle that after already taking down the bottom tier 1. This is also something that Falcons Mena want to take note of. If Mieko's just doing her thing, farming up, getting online on this Hanabi, as we talked about, you know, how many times have we seen the Hanabi pump out the damage late game? That's something to be cause of concern. Plus the ultimate that she has, which can really work really well with a Curse of Blood that Zendaya has been taking from that Carmilla.
Yeah, it seems like that's the only ultimate that she's been taking so far. But once they start to get really creative with it, Falcons Vega just get so annoyed. Still, though, Falcons Vega has her own Curse of Blood.
Oh my lord, nowhere for Nora to go. That Wrath of the Dryad was chef's kiss.
Nothing you can do against that. That's just perfect timing, perfect execution by Falcons Vega. A little bit more of that, and they can start building a lead for themselves. Still, it's good to see that right now it's anyone's game. It just depends on when you get to execute and how you do it.
Uh-oh. Mieko here. Forced to use that Aegis. RWM by Syrinx. The jump in by Cujo. And the back line taken care of. Forcing Names to back off and flicker. The shutdown on the Syrinx. Names helping score a kill. Unohana falls once again. Nora looking to hunt down Names. Jumps on her. Puts deadly poison stingers on, but Names stops her from finishing the job.
Not enough damage and just enough lifesteal and crowd control to provide the space. That is a highlight for Names.
Names, great positioning. I don't know if that was also the stun for the Carmilla, I think, to stop her in her tracks, but again, this was a great attempt at a fight. Names throws the SOD, doesn't follow through right away, but then joins this. Look at Nora. She goes for Names. And Nana's ready. Yes, she has the stun available too, so she's able to go ahead and stun them and keep her alive.
Good attempt by Nora. That was the right call, but still an even better response by Falcons Vega. Now Foot will decide. Let's play the foot twist. Foot twist?
The Turkish twist.
The Turkish twist, not the foot twist.
Foot twist.
Ouch.
I don't want to twist my foot, man.
Yeah.
Unohana versus 4, trying to clear the waves, and she gets hit by a Spear of Misery, and she will survive this time, keeping herself scarce, safe from 4 members of Falcons Vega Mena, and Nocturne now gets caught by 4 herself up top, and she gets taken down.
Ooh, the trades happening across the map, objectively and for the kills. Right now, mid lane, both tier 1s are up. Oh, Nora, where's she going?
Nora dashes through. Unohana looking for Tom. Holding on to that Petrify, uses it to escape. RWM, it's Zendaya who gets caught out. Nucci down to a third of her health. Oh, Mieko is too far off. Imagine the free hits from that Hanabi from this range.
Nora
looking for the engage, jumps in on Nana. and they will have to concede this tier 1 in mid.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nora couldn't get the right Terrify or the DPS to land. Nocturne versus Unohana again.
And Nocturne pops it. SOD. Unohana gets found out. Eye for an eye survives, but that's 2v1. Names scores.
Names has been pretty on point with the SODs, because I said in the last match, I was like, most of Moscow so far for MWI hasn't really been hitting the mark. Well, right now, Names in this game 1 has been doing just that. Nora, does she take it? Yeah, she takes the purple buff.
Good steal. So even though they've garnered some losses across the map, Foot is still getting some wins. Similar for Falcons Vega. Still anyone's game. We're 9 minutes in, and the gold lead has just hovered around 1,000. Sometimes getting as low as just 100, 200, even to the points where it looks like they're about to fight. It's anyone's game still. Here to the towers, 2 for 2. Falcons has gotten all the turtles, but Foot have gotten kills at the right time and are still getting farm for themselves.
Yeah, this will make a good Lord fight here. Falcons already in position. I think they just want to blitz it. Knowing the information on the map here, down the mid lane, they are getting ready to make their way. Foot Esports, there's Dark Knight Falls.
And the knockup from the Lord, Zendaya answers. Shifting Skies, RWM, Nora. Waiting for that last minute approach, and they find 1, 2 already. Nana falls, Nocturne still alive. Mieko throwing in all of these free hits. Almost finds Nocturne. She gets a massive double and will score the Lord.
Oh, that's Hanabi for ya! The Curse of Blood as well. From Zendaya, they were all lined up. And a little bit of Lord intervention with the knockup, giving extra damage to Names so that they could be finished off by Mieko. Hanabi, I would like to think, is one of the picks of the tournament.
Oh, man. That is just so unfortunate to get hit by that knockup of the Lord there for Names. I mean, she had the flicker, too, and, you just... Yeah, the timing on Zendaya's Curse of Blood, she waited to go ahead and use that. And that's just, again, one of those situations where Falcons Mena, they have to make up after that loss around this Lord. They should be able to clear this out perfectly fine. Again, it's not a big disparity between itemization or economy. It's more so just
actually
getting a little unlucky there.
Joseph, it is. The graphics just have not updated. There is a massive swing. The map is blue, and items are getting picked up by Foot.
That's right. Yeah, I had. Oh yeah.
Yeah, afterwards. After that big fight.
Yep. We'll wait for the refresh. It'll happen.
Oh yeah, I looked at the timer, but yeah, you're right. The gold's not changing. What do we have for items here? Lord, rushing up top. They're on the defense. Dark Knight Falls comes through. Nora on the hunt.
And that curse from the back stolen away. Nucci holding through.
Oh, too early.
Kujo comes in, and that's a little too deep. The jungler from Foot Esports has fallen. So is Unohana, but they will find the inhibitor. Messy take. SOD thrown out as well. Oof. But to the better of Falcons Vega, they should be happy with the defense. Names holds herself accountable.
Yeah, too deep, too early. Foot overestimated the lead that they had. The fact that they were with the Lord, they have to minimize moments like that because that was their best opportunity to really keep Falcons Mena on their side of the river and in their base for a majority of the next few minutes. But because they gave up kills, yes, they were able to take the turret. It's not good.
Yeah.
The lead should be at a comfortable about 1,000 for Foot.
For Foot, right?
Yeah, after that sequence, it should be up by just 1,000 for Foot, and then maybe building back up. Because it's so hard to catch up to the farming speed of a Hanabi that is just allowed to do her thing.
Yeah. And that was just a Maleficon picked up by name, so if we get a chance to look at the items here, that'd be a good way to go ahead and look at things. Looks like we're going to get... Did we? Okay. Almost there. Timer reset too. We went back in time.
Groundhog Day.
Trying to... Not knowing the time right now is kind of throwing me off.
Well, Lord's coming up in 4. That's what we do know. That's the timer that we do have.
That's Lord 2.
Oh, they're trying to make it play down bot, though, it looks like.
Okay. SOD no one home.
SOD thrown out. They know she's down there for names. Now, Zendaya once again holding on to this Curse of Blood. Lantern pick up. They're actually going to keep Unohana down there, too. She's going to clear that wave. just reset on the Lord. It looks like, again, everyone is scrambling around here.
With the magic lantern picked up here by Zendaya. This is going to be really...
What? They force Nocturne to come in. She does find the mark. Lightning form from the shifting skies will pick off Nora. And the Lord now approaching half health. Damage on a Nocturne. Nocturne looking to survive, but Unohana has evil intent. It's Nana here. Coming through, Nucci very low, RWM, Nucci falls, Kujo finds her, and Nana goes as well, 2 for 1, currently the trade. Footy Sports looking to secure this Lord. They got it.
That was a great adjustment from Foot Esports. Even after losing Nora there, they were still able to kind of bait Falcons Men into a fight, get the upper hand, and then get the objective.
The late game Hanabi with the Valentina that can steal a Curse of Blood from the Carmilla. I've had nightmares about this exact scenario.
Into the base they go. Wave's going to be cleared out pretty easily, though. So Falcons Men, they got a bit longer to go ahead and get ready to full defend against this.
Yeah, RWM is what's being held right now by Zendaya. Again, you have 4 out of 5 ults that would be just great in any scenario. If you're greedy, you want to be flashy, and you want to end up on a TikTok highlight, then you get the SOD. A little bit too greedy, but at least you look cool while doing it. Lord, marching up top. This is going to be a 3-wave push. It's endable for Foot. Very endable. They just have to watch their own footing.
Most definitely.
Pun intended.
At worst, they take down both of these inhibitors, and then they just work towards the inevitable. Lord inside. Very low health on the mid inhibitor. All they need are minions, and minions come in within range from the top lane, and all that's left is bottom. Falcons, Vega Mena, they'll clean up the Lord, and they think they buy themselves time, maybe 2 more minutes.
Oh, I don't know if Foot Esports has to force a fight here or not. They still have this wave pushing up bottom. They want to fully expose the base turrets here. RWM.
Stolen away. Zendaya swiping through. Massive shifting skies. Compromising Unohana. Down she goes. And in comes a Nocturne. Mieko! Put down to an 8th of her health. The front line Falcons man has fallen through and taken care of. Mieko gets shut down. Nora, the only one left. She's trying to get away. Names has plans for her. The forward flicker, the dash. One less survivor for Foot.
They had to watch their footing, and they didn't. Beneath the combo of the Carmilla, the Eve, and of course the free hits from Names. Add the Bellering into that as well. Foot have slipped, and Falcons Mena continue to push forward through mid.
Oh no! Unohana has spawned.
No minions.
Kujo and Zendaya coming through as well. This should be fine. Mieko coming in 3.
Are they gonna force it?
Okay, Electro Final Blow plus a Petrify through the front lines. Falcons Vega Mena have to watch out. This is their best chance to contest for this Lord in 30.
Ironically enough,
wow.
If Zendaya was more ready, her and Unohana could have gotten like 2 or 3 kills. If Zendaya was like quick enough to read that, okay, this is what Unohana's gonna do, let me steal an ultimate right away, pop that.
Yeah.
They could have gotten something out of that. Still, it's a defense. They didn't lose any base turrets. They still have turrets on the sides. It's just unfortunate. I feel like that was a moment to be had.
Coulda, woulda.
Coulda. Okay, here we go. We got this is all caught up now. Our stats up here, the timing, Lord is up. You got a bit of a lead now. Team Falcons, Vega, Mena. Good thing they were able to defend that way, though, too. They hold on barely to that one turret. Now look at the play, though, up top. Potentially to put pressure. Zendaya this time. I feel like it's been more useful to actually use the Curse of Blood.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of the team fights.
Oh,
Dark Knight falls.
Nora pops the ult, finds Nucci, a blaster, forcing a Wrath of Dryad and the Revitalize, and RWM coming out from Syrinx, SOD no one home, the freeze from Zendaya, Nora re-engages, forcing a Nocturne to lightning form, shifting skies on out. Ults pulled out from both sides.
That was their best chance to get a big team fight win, as Unohana was keeping Names in the base, clearing up minion waves, but they just didn't have the damage, or they didn't have the right positioning to make sure that Zendaya could drop a nice Curse of Blood so that Mieko could capitalize. Nora going to the base to send members of Falcons back.
And Names is back. Nana checking in as well. Nucci on her tail. And that was enough time and space because Unohana's doing the same thing closer to the pit.
Yeah.
Oh man, Foot's doing the same thing we saw him do before.
Oh, Zendaya with a stolen Curse of Blood. Zendaya taking a lot of damage. Shifting skies once again. Nocturne says lights out for you. And Nocturne is Syrinx. A tag team of damage and crowd control.
Nice.
So they one more time. As Unohana falls, but Mieko. The free hits are enough, trading out for her as well. 2 for 4, Cujo. The only one left.
Off their timing, Foot. Mistimed the usage of the Curse of Blood. Weren't in the right position. This is definitely endable for Falcons.
Cujo alone versus 3 and a wave. They will pop her immortality. And Cujo can only delay the inevitable. Nocturne gets her immortality down. It's about 8 seconds before Zendaya comes in. Falcons of Vega Mena take game 1.
Approaching the 20-minute mark there. Falcons Mena make it happen with a base defense and a team fight that was interesting because you have to defend your base. You're forced to fight because you have to deal with everything else that Foot Esports was throwing at them. I think Foot Esports almost twisted their own gameplay.
Yeah, it felt like one of those scenarios where they were ready to go for a really great move, but then they realized there was a loose pebble on the floor, and then they just sprained their ankle just a little bit. They twisted their own foot. Again, it looked so good for them, but it felt like there was a bit of a miscommunication of whether or not they were going to go all in or whether or not they were going to reposition. The telling sign of that is when that Curse of Blood was dropped down, it looked like it was dropped at an awkward spot at an awkward time because the box of Foot was broken real quick by Falcons.
But to be fair, they never had a real box.
Yeah.
They're always freestyling. If anything, the only real box that they're playing with is the map. And I think they should have kept to their MO.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where the nature of Foot Esports, the way they play, it kind of ruined their game plan, I feel like, through the course of the game.
They got confused maybe 20-30% of the almost 20-minute game.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're going like, yep, clearly they're going for the split. And then sometimes they're going, maybe we can fight them.
Maybe not, yeah.
Yeah, so especially in the times wherein clearly they got the inhibitor, they got what they wanted. Bottom lane, their priorities were clear. I think there was definitely more macro in this that they could have tweaked to take Falcons Vega off of their main advantage, which is clean, honest 5-on-5 team fights.
Yeah, it was a close game in terms of who was winning the fights, but Foot were in the lead in terms of controlling the map. Their macro was giving difficulty for Falcons. We saw a lot of back and forths, but in the long run, it was the towers of Falcons that were going down. It was them having to scramble, deciding who to send back. And usually the Moskov to clear up the minion waves getting pushed by either the Benedetta or the Hellcurt. It's just one slip up, and seeing that slip up makes me think we're going to be seeing full 3 games for our very last series here on Stream B.
Yeah, I really do think we go the distance for this one because, you know, for a while it was really looking like Foot Esports had this one, especially as they were about to take down the last base turret there. Names again with the Moskov, really good with the SOD. And even the timing, dealing with a Hellcurt have you. But yeah, this is one of those instances where you're like, what is the full game plan here that Foot Esports wanted to take into this fight? And they just duke it out. Anyway, Names clears things out, SOD lands, and this eventually wins them the game there.
Was that fight? Syrinx held on. Syrinx had the trigger discipline with her real-world manipulation. She used it at the perfect time to punish an awkward engaged start by Foot.
Syrinx may have had the cleanest game amongst any of the players here.
Oh, yeah?
The other 9, counting both her teammates and her opponents, Syrinx has my nod for MVP of Game 1.
That's why the Eve, best mid laner right now.
That's right.
Best mid laner right now. The value of just a real world manipulation, the ultimate alone, is so valuable because we have a lot of these team fights that are forced because of also the popularity of the Belric, right? You know that there's going to be an automatic fight. Just like when the Atlas was really picked up a lot, you know you're going to fight around that ultimate.
So if Belric is the best roamer, Eve is the best mid laner, is it Moskov or Claude as the best gold laner? Esmeralda in the XP for sure.
I would still think Claude, but there's a part of me also, And it's sad because there's a presence of the Veleric. I like the superhero I got this moment that carries always bring to the table. You know, that clutch factor gene of just like, hey, all else
carry
has
too.
failed, but we're in the late game.
Yeah.
Here's our
too.
carry.
Carry too. So I guess it's that trio.
Yeah.
It's them three over there. Harith. I haven't seen a white-haired
Yeah.
little boy in a while.
Very selective of when you can really make it work.
How about the jungle?
In terms of the jungle,
The jungle.
The jungle.
Is it Baxia?
I'm still really.
He's the only first pickable.
My
Probably.
personal favorite, Guinevere.
Oh yeah, Guinevere. Probably, but stats-wise, probably the Baksha.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put Fred there. He's usually left alone, left open.
I haven't seen a Fred here all day, ever.
It's weird. It's almost becoming like Baksha and Barrett's in terms of like jungle tanky picks.
Ling here and there.
Ling here and there, yeah.
Irara too.
I think that would have started it, and then over the over the course of the days here, that's definitely fallen flat. But again, Foot Esports, mind you, the triangle, the win over here for Falcons, Mena. This was a hard-fought game for them to get back into this and make it their game, because Foot Esports was controlling things for a while. I mean, this was a question mark that we had in the draft too. Nora being on the Hellcurt, we haven't seen that much. Haven't seen the Hellcurt too much. And you could see some of the concepts of why you have this Hellcurt, but at the same time, think about it. You have so much split pressure that maybe you're putting yourself at a disadvantage when the fights break out, right? Because you just have that Vendetta plus the Hellcurt doing its thing, and a lot of the times there's just so much tankiness to stop the Hellcurt in its tracks.
Still, I really appreciate the ideas that we've been seeing, plus the new interactive effects that we have in game. Happy Rhino Day to y'all. Okay, between us three, who is who for the stickers?
I'm the Layla.
You're the
Layla?
Layla? Okay, you're the Layla.
So I guess I'm the Lilia.
Or the Nana.
You're the Nana.
I'm the Nana?
You're the Nana, I'm the Lily. I feel like this is something I do more.
Yeah, you do. You actually do that pose.
Yeah. Not exactly, baby.
All right, I'll be the Nana.
That's how it looks. All right. So we're going to chill out a bit, talk a little bit about what happens in the next game. Again, we still have game 2 coming up. But first, let's play a quick little game. I believe it's Gen G's Rui and Team Falcons Mayna's Nana who decided to play a little trivia quiz.
Hey everybody, welcome to MWI EWC 2026. Today, we're gonna have two competitors, Nana and Rui. They'll be going in a fierce battle up against each other of true or false. First statement, there are 132 playable heroes in MLBB.
True.
Ooh, it's false. Oh yeah, so you were close. I get why you said true. It's a point over to Nana. You guys ready for the second one?
Yeah.
Tamiz is Dairoth's mentor. 1, 2, 3.
True. Yes.
It is true. It's 2 points for Nana. Statement number 3. Melfic Roar increases physical penetration by 20%. 1, 2, 3.
False.
It is false. It's 3-0. Hanabi originates from the Monian Empire. 1, 2, 3.
False.
They both get a point. Hey, Rui's first point. There you go. It's 4-1 right now. Last one. Xavier is half human, half elf. 1, 2, 3.
True.
It's true. Yo, 5 correct answers.
Yeah.
I did tell you there's going to be a winner and loser, but I didn't tell you that there's going to be a very bad punishment. You'll be getting a real hammer, and then you can just smack Rui. But that's it for us, guys. Thank you so much. Catch MWI and these ladies who will be competing at MWI EWC 2026.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by play.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind. And we're here. Now. The proud founding partner of EWC. Powering the biggest event in gaming. Shoulder to shoulder with the world's best. Making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion. Reach your impossible.
All right, welcome back to MWI, Team Falcons Mena, Foot Esports, game number 2. By the way, now that I'm arriving here, Naisu's tickle spot is somewhere around the back of his left ear. Meanwhile, Leo does not get tickled, but you can make him laugh by showing a video of cats.
What are you saying?
I'm not going to laugh. I'm going to go, oh.
Just talking to yourself over here?
Nope. What do you mean? We're live. I'm talking to the people. The people that you decided to be late for.
They, the people, understand.
Yeah.
They will be here regardless.
All right, so there was also a game of rock, paper, scissors going on. The coach beat 4 out of his 5 players on the side of Foot Esports.
Hey, that happens every time. He did this yesterday too, right?
I like
Coach Coins.
Coins Black, yeah. He played a 3-way game.
I like that a coach is willing to be playful and doing stuff like that with the players, because that just allows them to like lighten up. Unless the players are ridiculously competitive that if they lose to the coach, it just throws them off their game. Hopefully no one is like that and it's all good.
Yeah.
We're already in the draft, by the way. Esmeralda Atlas being the bans for Foot. Meanwhile, the Marcel and the Matilda gets taken out.
Okay. Nothing changing. I think at least for Foot. Same bans, yeah? From last game? I think very similar. Now on the other side, Paquito, Matilda, Marcel, banned out.
Well, earlier Foot banned out the Fovius. Yeah. So still, same sides. But now they decided to ban out the Atlas.
It was Vega Mena who won round 1. Game 1.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So we...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned with that.
Just need a little bit of a little whoop.
Yes, it should be Mena with that little red mark beneath
Correcto.
Their badge, because they were the ones that won game 1.
And that puts Foot in such an odd position. First pick Selena.
Wow.
Zendaya is going to be at it again.
Okay.
Punished by a first pick Belleric and Carmilla. This is karmic justice. As much as I love Foot, I don't see why you would rush the Selena here like this.
Like, you don't have to. No one's going to take it from you.
Yeah, you know what's worse? The only way you can slot in a Valentina now is if you put it in the EXP after seeing a Sora, which I don't think that the odds of that happening are ridiculously low.
Yeah.
I think this is a little bit too much in terms of like playing for comforts. Way too much.
And then they respond with Hanabi Benedetta.
Yeah. The Belleric and the Carmilla combo alone is just, it's already proved incredibly effective for Falcons Mena.
Okay, I don't even know where this glow is going, but you need the... They're abandoning the Hanabi protocol.
Yeah.
You know what? They're just straight up going for, okay, these are our best picks. I think that might be the call here. It's like, hey, let's show up. What do you want to play? How do you guys want to do this?
So this
I think you have to.
This is for sure a Zendaya Selena, Nora on the glue, and then Unohana Alice.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where the roles are exposed.
You might as well. I mean, at this point, again, you're facing match point. You're about to be knocked out of the tournament. Sometimes it's better to just go with that comfort. It defeats what we usually see, at least in terms of the drafting pattern, but that's going to be the nature of it. Lock in those solid choices. Now for, there you go. We got the correction there for Falcons Mena. They do have that game 1. Now they have the Carmilla, Belric, and Yu Zhang. This is already so deadly if they get the synergy down between the ultimates.
What's difficult here is for whatever you're going to end up with in the gold lane, it's going to have a terrible time.
Yeah.
No gold lane is going to be comfortable going up against a Yu Zhang, Belric, and Carmilla together. That you're going to have to find sources of damage elsewhere. Unfortunate thing is, usually that means you either put it in the mid or you're going to have to pick up a jungle. But then again, you're up against a Yu Zhang, Belric, and Carmilla that if you pick up something like a Yi Sun Shin, even that pick is going to struggle.
There you go. The Hanabi ban by Coach Koba. Not like this, not twice. Not in a row. Well, Foot gets rid of Syrinx's Eve. It's odd going in the second phase with both teams not having a mid laner.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Foot already has a Selena.
Yeah.
There's a very small chance, but it's almost confirmed. Like 90% sure this has to be Zendaya's Selena.
Yeah, like, are you gonna put down a Ling? But then if you bring down a Ling, that's a good call for Carmilla to just hold on to the Curse of Blood, and literally where the circle of the Tempest of Blades is where you put your own Curse of Blood circle. Ay. It's my analytical take for this one.
Yeah.
There's so many routes where it could go wrong, knowing that it has already gone wrong draft-wise. And unless Foot pull a swerve that I'm not seeing right now, this looks like Falcons Man is going to take it 2-0 just with their first 3 picks alone.
Cord. Oh, they get the cord too. This is a cherry on the top of what you just explained, Redmar. Because now if you do land all that kind of AoE that you have with the Wrath of Dryad plus that Curse of Blood, and then you have a Mystic Gush to work against, how are you going to fight this if you're Foot Esports? These next 2 picks might make some sense here.
It's really tough. Everything. This is coming from the perspective of a gold laner. Even if this was me trying to pick a hero for myself, I'm just gonna default to my best pick, which is my Beatrix. But even then, I'm gonna be like, guys, please don't leave me.
Yeah.
Don't forget about me, because I'm dead. Once that Yu Zhang's up on the dragon, pretty much over. So they go ahead with what we talked about as the best pick in the gold lane right now, the Claude, and they pair up a Joy with it up against a Belric, Carmilla, and a Gord. Foot, if they pull this off, would have pulled off an insane performance against a lineup that should give them so much struggle.
Oh man, this is, and the Joy, I know we were asking about the jungle earlier on. I would not put Joy up there currently in the current meta.
Not to mention the Joy's running into a Belric.
Into a Belric, into a Curse of Blood, and you know how susceptible the Joy is to just kind of getting bursted down, and that's what, you know, I mean, he's got great mobility. Well, what do you do from there?
What do they put in the EXP? Not
jungle.
Jungle, yes.
Wait, what?
What's your jungle?
Jungle Carmilla.
Yeah, Jungle Carmilla. It's, oh yeah,
right.
The gold lane is a gold lane.
We got used to that yesterday.
Yeah. All right, Gary.
No, we just saw it in game 1 too.
Wait.
Game 1, and then it was debuted in yesterday.
Yeah, but also mentally, we've seen plenty roam Carmillas.
I'm just looking at either the Joy or the Selena. That's who's gonna win the game for Foot. It's between the arrows or the really well-timed electrifying beats.
Or through a miracle, Mieko does Foot Esports things again and just splits the map.
Yeah.
She can do that. It's wait, Moscow didn't get banned, no?
Nope.
Nope.
They picked up the Claude.
So it's a plan B or C at best that they split the map with the Claude.
Yeah.
So they want to win fights.
Oh no, excuse me, they banned out the Moscow.
So so all the more I think it could be a solid plan B.
Yeah.
Well, it's down to some comfort, I'd say, for Foot Esports. Again, they were in high spirits before the draft. Let's see if they can continue their lives here in MWI EWC26. They need to get a game to get to a game 3 and even out the series against Falcons Mena. We had a long game 1, 19 plus minutes. How will this one fare out?
If they open up the map, Falcons does not have enough response to aggressive split pushing. They're gonna have to send at least 2 every time. Meanwhile, the Cloud can pretty much solo a lane opposite of the major objective while just having one member of the team hovering around the bush and the river nearby. You don't need to be with it.
Best case scenario, she can even double lane.
Yes.
And then just continue, depending on however the major objective fight goes down, to split push or join in Blazing Duet. Like, this is solid. Again, it's not like Foot Esports has a disaster of a draft. It's just very difficult, and there's a lot of cope involved for you to see how it might work out.
Yeah,
there's a lot of tendencies that have to fall in place for certain win conditions to come through. Let's see if they can make it happen again. No one goes down early on. It's been a while since we've seen the Joy come out as a successful pick, at least so far for MWI. How many times has it been
We've
picked up?
seen once or twice over the past couple of days, yeah.
I believe it lost the last time I saw it, but it did have a crazy stat line.
Yep. Unohana taking a lot of damage between Nana and Nocturne. I mean, this is counterproductive. She'd like to stay underneath, you know, these chunky heroes, but not like this, not now. She's not tanky just yet. She burned her flicker.
Yeah, that flicker being gone. Turtle's up though, so let's see what ends up happening here. The team doesn't really want to fight this just yet. Zendaya did show us that she's very confident with the arrows yesterday. Searing's playing this close though too. You know, she's got a flicker, but if she gets caught by one arrow, unfortunately, Searing's will go down.
Yeah, really great arrows by Zendaya. Wow.
She knows the angles here. This is why they picked it up so early on. Another arrow thrown out.
Oh! Putting Syrinx down to half health. Answers with an athletic flicker and a gush. Down goes Unohana, but Kujo finds her. 1-for-1 trade. Nocturne already used the black dragon form. Zendaya throws out arrows once more, and Foot made their bed, and they're gonna lay in it. They're giving a turtle over in a trade for the purple.
Good call by
another
Foot.
arrow.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Nana will secure it off of that. But yeah, the purple buff was stolen in the hands of Kujao. She made the right choice, man. She went right for Syrinx. Syrinx was low, burned the flicker early on, and then gets the buff to take. So really good decision making here.
Really good call by Foot. If they can keep doing that, like making it tricky for Falcons to read how they're going to be fighting into things, and that's going to be the best way to deal with the composite. The initial entry by Unohana was a little bit awkward, but hey, at least they had Kujo ready on the standby to finish off Syrinx to make that look good, and at the same time made the very quick call to just go for the purple buff. Now they can't keep doing that over and over again. Falcons would eventually read into it. So I want to see the other creative angles that Foot might want to engage with fights. Maybe this time with Glue starting things off, and then you just send Selena and Joy to deal with whoever's going to try to back up, instead of trying to take down the front line little by little.
Yeah, at this point too, a little lull in this game for down after that first exchange.
Whoa!
Up top.
2v2. Unohana taking a lot of damage. Gleams back. Nucci and Nora following up. Unohana will survive. She still has a flicker on deck. Nana smells blood, hits her with the retribution. No dice.
Yeah, the burn is not going to be enough. Just a little bit. Woo! Still.
Maybe if she had gotten that stun off,
yeah,
I don't know if that would have been enough damage, you know, to...
She just used it, though, so I think it was still on cooldown. It's also good that Unohana didn't need to force Flicker to get out of there. That was just a straight-up gleam, so that's a good read. Knowing the limits of your hero, knowing the limits of how much damage you can take, and then being able to get out at the right time. Yes, you took a lot, but at least you didn't have to burn your Flicker doing it.
Yep, meanwhile, both gold laners pretty much just doing their thing in the lane while the rest of the team has been duking it out. Turtles up, second one of the game. Foot Esports keeps Unohana up top. Falcons want to go ahead and push them out.
That's a gush on the Nora. She flickers back and then whoops! Gets the mount and backs off. Falcons Mega Man must be confused.
Yeah, like, whoa. Well, arrows are still there in play. They're going to go ahead and start up this turtle. Whoa, gold laners.
Dueling and Mieko wins! Turtle still standing. Kujo pops the electrifying beats, forcing Syrinx to flicker back out once more.
Was it Nile with the arrow?
And she misses. Kujo looking to finish the job.
There is.
Oh, Syrinx throws out the projectile.
Wow.
She survives. And Unohana comes in, gleams, and sets it up. Cyrix with a gush of her own finds sweet revenge. Unohana burning up. Nana coming in, named with the forward flicker. Gleam from Unohana. Run, Buse! And she still gets taken down.
I can't believe Cyrix survived with like 1 HP for that long and then gets a kill.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, Foot definitely slipped up with her discipline. You could feel a little bit of the tilt of, oh, come on, let's just get something out of this. And they paid way too heavy a price. Still, at least Mieko was the one who decided, yeah, no, I'm not about this. Let me just split push up top.
Renmar, they forgot who they were.
Yeah.
We are the split pushing team. We don't fight.
We don't fight yet.
Yeah. Mieko remembered, the rest got too excited.
Yeah. Well, we thought Cyrix got that kill. She got the Mystic Gush off, but still, surviving that long, insanity on the gore there, because you deal with so much pressure when there's Joy across from you, dodging arrows, dodging a glue.
Okay, so she did run away and then went the long way around and then back in the purple. Oh, I have my ult back. Ah!
Oh, man. Golden Staff picked up by Names now, too. You know, she wanted that kill, too, when they were able to clap back. So she's starting to come online here for this carry. Foot Esports, do they change the strategy of attack here? Because, like you mentioned, they're the maybe they should split push. Maybe they shouldn't fight just yet.
Maybe they can do both, right? Nana here taking a lot of fire from Mieko. Kujo in the wings. Nana alone cannot fight the sheer pushing power of this Claude. 2v3 with a dance by Foot Esports.
Well,
waiting for a response. Here comes Nocturne. Comes in. BMI by Mieko. Fast feet. Already popped that Purify. And Falcons Vega Mena successfully defend their tier 1.
You know, it's entertaining. Despite it being messy sometimes, I like to see more of Foot fighting.
Yeah, me too. As a fan myself of Foot Esports.
But we're not going to see more of them fighting if they lose this game.
That's why they can't lose. They got to go back to the game plan. Right now, last turtle. Are they going to go for the fight? An arrow's thrown out, but it hits a camp, but now Black Dragon form used.
Ain't no way. Kujo's coming close. Falcons Vega Mena secure the last major objective in the early game. And now Foot looking to find the clapback post-turtle. Not going to find it. And look, Mieko just back to the plan.
Split the map.
Push him down bottom.
Pop Falcons by surprise.
Yep.
You know what? I think I would like to see them go for constant 3-2 splits now. I think they can.
The way you said that took me off guard. Yeah, I was like,
3-2 splits.
What did you just say?
A little bit of relative peace here in the land of Dawn, given that both teams are finding their footing, right? Foot Esports, again, even Renmar is sure what he wants. It's clear we have omnipresent vision and knowledge of what's going on, but we're not so sure where Foot should be going. While Falcons Vega Mena, they're winning fights, yes, but the post and the pre, like what they do before and after, might not always benefit them. Massive 2.5 second stun on Nucci.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. Go for a 3-2 split.
Oh,
not like that.
Cyrix! Oh, accepts a face full of lead. BMI by Mieko. She's not gonna let that long range stun get her once again. Electrifying beats. Oh, knocked her. She answered to the Black Dragon form, and the shoot energy takes her down.
I thought she was gonna go for Syrinx.
Oh my god, what a fumble!
Well, she's too far off already, and she made a decision. I'll get what's underneath this. I think half the shots were turret shots.
Yeah, they were 100%.
Yeah, that was a massive fumble there. Again, Foot are getting overexcited. It's very clear now. They're slipping on the discipline, and they're taking fights that they shouldn't have. Another Mystic Gush!
And they get the mount. Nana here backs on off. Syrinx drops the projectile. This is looking bad for Nora. The true damage out of the Gorge passive, putting her down to a third of her health.
Ooh, man. And these mistakes, these a little overzealous mistakes from Foot Esports might end up losing them this Lord too. Might end up losing them space on the map. They're just going to be bullied off by Nucci here. Unohana trying to get into the zone.
Kujo!
Lord still standing. Nana secures the gush. Helps Nucci score a kill on Kujo. And this is what we're saying. Foot, you're not ready to fight, not yet.
Kujo just got blasted. A harsh reminder with every fight that the first 3 picks alone of Falcons, adjust as you want, adjust as much as you can. The 1 + 1 = 2 that is way too difficult to fight against.
Ooh, that is unfortunate. But now this time, Foot Esports has to decide, can they pull the defense off? I mean, there's plenty of ground to cover here. Again, there's only one turret down that Falcons Mena has managed to get at the 11-minute mark. But with this Lord, they'll get some more real estate across the map.
Oh, Black Dragon form. They ready to fight. Nora coming in. Hana, massive throne of ruin, but no follow through. They won't even get the trade for Nocturne. Blazing the wet by Mieko. Point blank. Taking down the Black Dragon. And in comes Cujo. Late entry. Electrifying Beats finally finds Syrinx. After all this time, and Cujo burning up, but lives. 2-for-1 trade. Lord still standing down bot.
A glimpse of hope for Foot. The damage is starting to be felt, but how much more can they take with the pushes, with the minion waves, clutched by Mieko, able to take down that Lord with the Holy Shield, before that it could push and deal damage to the turret.
Zendaya gets spotted out by Nucci. Dashes on through. Look at the damage being rained down upon these frontliners. Nora looking for the mount, and she just built her cursed helm.
Yep. All right, Foot Esports holds on. They didn't lose too much of anything in the base turrets, but as we expected, Falcons Mena got a few more turrets, about 4 of them off that first Lord, and I think that's something they're going to be happy about, just gaining more ways to find these fights around Foot Esports, because now that we're seeing the arrows, right, being continuously thrown out by Zendaya, it's landing on the marks, but how do you follow through off of that? Is it just an arrow? I mean, the concept of the arrows are very different from obviously having a gourd where he's just waiting for that setup. But Cujo has been the one, I feel like, that is causing a lot of problems for Falcons Mena.
It's just very problematic for Cujo. Compared to the last time we saw Joy, there's really way too much to deal with. The 2 deaths that Cujo has gotten has been her showing up, not having enough damage, and then just getting crowd control at the worst possible time that it's so easy to take the Joy down.
That or neutral objective related deaths.
Yeah.
Not even what came to her, it's just the situation demanded her to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, Cujo. Uh-oh.
No vision! She gets caught out! The Bellaric! The natural predator to the little Leonin.
That's not on you.
Yeah, that's y'all saw what happened.
No vision.
One of the rare moments you don't need to analyze.
Syrinx gets knocked up. Nora looking for the mount, finds it on Names. Black Dragon form the answer back. Unohana finds him, and Mieko served up a double kill to Unohana, and Nocturne falls as well. 1-for-3 trade underneath the Lord. They have no retribution, but they have the numbers advantage.
A massive mistake from Falcons Mena. Nana is trying to go for the Lord.
In comes Nana, she has the retribution. Whoa! And still finds it, survives at the last second. But it's a Pyrrhic victory for Falcons as they lose 4. And now they might have lost 5. Down goes Nucci, and so does the tier 1 in mid. Foot Esports turn the tables.
Plot twist after plot twist. They still have 2, but Syrinx is back. They're not going to be able to end it, though.
Zendaya dashes through, jumps through the wall, survives, refusing to concede more bodies to Falcons. Vega Mena Lord spawns up top.
Okay, before that amazing take from Nana to be able to get the Lord, keep them from keep themselves in the game, you have to take note to that fight even after they took out Cujo. The thing is, Names got caught by the glue, right? Nora was there, and Names has to be alive for these fights, so the positioning needs to be something to keep in track here for Falcons Mena, but great turnaround for Foot Esports. This has been the nature of some of their games over here at MWI.
How are they on the defense, though? They look really good in the fight. They look good when they're splitting. But how? Whoa.
Another gush by Syrinx. Nora still eventually finds the mount and gets let go. I think it was on Nocturne, and she cleansed it with a Black Dragon form. Free pickoff for Falcons Vega.
Oh, no. This is going to be a really bad defense. You have 3 waves coming in.
Yep, without Nora. Look at Unohana, though. Can she find this gleam at Throne of Ruin angle?
She has no Throne of Ruin. There it is. She clicked it. She missed. She only hit 2. Syrinx gets very low. Unohana falls, and Cujo coming in from the back finds Syrinx. Nucci with the enchanted hits, and Cujo falls. It's literally down to Zendaya now. Salinas are not known to defend. Not like this. In comes Nora. The wave is still standing. And the Falcons Vega Mena drop Turkey's pride 2-0.
Falcons Mena, third MWI in a row for names, and she's going to the knockouts. You see what it means for them. Vindication at last. Well, unfortunately for Foot Esports, their journey and their tournament ends here. Thank you for your efforts, Foot. But it's time for Falcons Nocturne, a daughter of Turkey, with her MENA squad victorious.
And no regrets.
Oof. Again, what a match. What a way to celebrate.
What a game.
What a game.
I think we've seen more action in game 2 and more twists and turns than you could have collectively seen in a day.
What man, what a way to come together, I feel like, for Falcons MENA. After what we've seen now for the previous matches and everything else,
yeah,
they're really feeling that one. And even when they kind of fumbled a little bit on one of those Lord fights, and then Nana somehow was like, "Oh guys, I got this." She goes and gets it.
Yeah.
You saw all the smiles and laughs on the player cams and like, nice one, you know?
Yeah, they
Denied.
They knew they needed Nana to get it, and she held on just long enough. He was about to go down. If she panicked and popped her retry, actually, if I'm not mistaken, she might have popped her retry early.
Yeah.
And just left it to the little advantages the junglers have without a retry to be able to get the Lord.
The damage ticks.
Yeah, the damage ticks. Because she knew she was going down. So to expedite the process, instead of waiting for the retry threshold, she just said, bang, I hope I do enough damage.
Because she would have died if she waited for the last moment. There was a chance, so she's she left nothing to chance. She just knew, I'm a jungler. This is my rightful heir.
Nope.
She claimed it.
Yeah.
Oh man, we look at the highlights too. This was the concept of what we talked about with the composition from Falcons MENA. You saw it multiple times. I think it was also one of the things where eventually, you know, Nora, as tanky as you are in a glue, she was doing her job. There's nothing against what Nora was trying to do. It's just they were able to go ahead and have enough damage throughput to burst her down to the point where Nora's gone. Your kind of composition will fall apart a bit, and that's why, you know, Cujo was looking for those back angles to go through. Mieko was also trying to utilize all that time she's farmed up on the Claude. But again, I think Falcons MENA just did a really good job at adjusting on the flow. Here's Nana, where she goes in and makes this effort to take this Lord. I mean, look at that. Look at that move.
That could have been just straight up mind games. She knew that they would target her first.
Yeah.
So she retreated and just targeted the Lord.
Yeah, you saw the bit of a scramble here. Although that was a great move by Mieko. Unahana, great attempt as well. But this is, again, the simple thing about the lineup, bang. Simple thing about the lineup is that even with just the Belleric, the Joy will already struggle. Because if you use your electrifying beats at a time where you cannot cleanse a little bit of that crowd control, you will just eat crowd control and get taken down really quick. That's the glass cannon nature of a Joy that Belleric excels against incredibly well.
Yeah, if you have max stacks on electrifying beats, you're only immune to slows.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a taunt or, you know, anything beyond that would put you down, and that's what happened here. Unfortunate, because she knew what she was getting into.
Yeah. Oh man.
Pretty sure that wasn't Turkish.
Yeah. Most likely. Nocturne, feeling good.
She was saying thanks.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Thank you for a great match.
Is it teşekkürler? Is it teşekkürler?
Something like that.
Something like that.
That's how you say thank you in Turkish.
I've been trying to learn just that phrase for about 2 years now.
Teşekkürler.
Why are you saying it so quietly?
Teşekkürler.
Just to make sure?
Yeah.
Say it louder later.
All right. I'll try later, maybe after the interview. Oh, she's wearing the shades. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the. Okay, you guys can see a little bit. Nice to move.
Let me move.
You're already huge enough. Stop blocking the view.
Oh my! Wait.
There. See.
There you go.
There we go.
Sneak peek.
So we're gonna be going there in just a bit. You see Rachael, and I believe that is.
Is that Nucci?
Nucci, yes, yep.
Nucci.
All right, it's time. Okay, they're talking a little bit, and then once they stop talking, okay, you see the ready position? Rachael, let's go.
Thank you so much, Renmar. We're up here on stage. Congratulations. You didn't get your key crush today. You look very excited. Could you talk to us about that?
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm very happy to win this game. It was kind of the easiest game we have, but wait for much more.
Wait. Easiest game. What do you mean by that?
We didn't struggle. I mean, the first game we lost like 2-1. We won 2-1 and we lost a game. The second game yesterday against Galaxy, we lost 2-0. So we won this one 2-0. So this is obviously the easiest one we had.
The easiest one that she's had at MWI so far. Now, I heard from yesterday that you mentioned that you were so excited to go up against Foot today. Why is that?
Because the reason is they have always disrespected the MENA teams. They have always said that MENA has no good team. So I think if we won today against you, who's bad now? Who's bad now?
I thought you prepared some glasses. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay, we'll give her a minute. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
She's feeling it 100%. She is feeling it. How did you bounce back from yesterday? Was it just because of that motivation?
Well, we kind of was trolling yesterday against Galaxy because we wanted to go against Foot, because we wanted to be the one to eliminate them and break their own key. So yeah, you got it.
Well, you've done that right now. You will be doing it as well later on.
I'm going to start try hard again now.
Okay, try hard. Next game is going to be quite interesting as well, because technically this time around you aren't going to be able to choose who you're up against. It's obviously either Team Ray Young or Geltec. Who do you think they'll choose first, and who do you think will be choosing you?
I think I'll choose Geltec because I love Kiwi. I want to play against her.
Oh, so you guys are friends?
No, we're not.
Oh, you're not friends. Oh, you're a fan. Why are you a fan of her?
Because I like her. She's sweet. She's a kind person. I don't know. I just like her.
Okay, we're feeling the excitement here up on stage. And of course, we do want to ask, finally, do you have any messages to all your fans back at home?
Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for you keep encouraging me even if I'm losing. So thank you so much, and wait for much more.
Wait for much more, and wait we shall. Thank you very much, Nucci. And we're going to throw it over back to Renmar. Take it over.
The Shekilar. There we go. I finally said it
There it
with with the energy.
Why would you say that to her?
Thank you.
She's from Egypt.
I'm seeing the both of them. None of them are from Turkey, but still.
Shukran.
Let me do my thing. Shukran. Makasi. All right. Salamat. Hi, I'm Renmar. As Eterna said, Nucci, I love the energy that Nucci brought over to that interview. I don't know if there's like things going on between them and Foot, but at the end of the day, what matters is Nucci got the last laugh over Foot Esports.
I think that's a win already.
Yeah.
It's less of the, key not getting crushed and moving on to the knockouts. I think it got personal.
Yeah.
And now at least we put a lid on it.
Yeah.
We put it to bed, and now they can focus on the next stage of the tournament and possibly, again, meeting friends and future rivals.
And fans and everything else.
And idols.
And idols, right?
When idols become your rivals.
Hey, this is...
Too bad Nucci's a gold laner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so she'll meet her eventually in the team fight.
a roamer, sorry.
Yeah. No, Nucci? Yeah. Oh, Nucci's... Oh, wait, no, this is Squid?
That is, yeah. She's a roamer, so she'll see KOA in the map often, yeah.
Yeah.
She'll check in.
Yeah, I'm so used to... For some reason, I always get them mixed up. Nucci and Names. Names, gold laner.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, yep. They always say hi. They're great to...
That's how long they've been in the scene.
That's true.
Woo! They've been repping Team Egypt and Falcons Vega Mena for a while
that's
now.
Right. I was going to say all the way back there, even in their qualifiers leading up to here from the Africa qualifier.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great to see them. And also, it's always nice. I really have to say, the women MLBB player interviews, they're great. I hope we have more of that in the future too.
Fellas, step up.
You know what to do.
It's because the dudes of MLBB are so, what's that word, superstitious. Every time they think it's like, oh, if we show a little, trash talk a little bit just for fun, or like show a little bit of spunk and energy like that, you know what happens? They think they're gonna lose.
That's on them.
And then when they do lose, after doing that, they're gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna do that again because when I do that, we lose because I think we got karma. It's not about karma, it's about skill.
All right. Here's the thing. The GOAT himself is not afraid.
Yeah.
And that's the highest level of achievement.
Yeah.
And he still does it.
Yeah.
Who are anyone else around the scene to say he's doing it wrong?
Hey, maybe we can have some more of it then in the
So-
time ahead of us. I know. Even the video packages so
Yeah.
far for MWI have been great.
Yeah, they're fun. This is what I miss about, and this is why I'm always excited about MWI. We realized it in 2024. We were like, hey,
Yeah.
the women of MLBB, like, they talk. And they play really good. Okay, and then 2025, we thought, all right, I wonder if we're going to see more of it. We saw a lot more of it. And now this year, even more. So it gets even more entertaining.
And on Stream B.
On Stream B.
Not to say anything about Stream B. Like, we all know this is the best stream. It's just, they hold no holds barred. If I'm going to say something, I will.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Unfortunately, you know, even for us here, it just hit me. That was our last match for Stream B.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be Stream A people now after this.
We're gonna be Stream A people.
Why would you say that,
this,
Joseph? Why?
We'll bring the Stream B vibe over there.
All right.
We will bless them.
We will.
Do you guys have a favorite Stream B moment?
All of it. All of them.
All of it.
All of it.
Also, LaFell was part of this, but unfortunately, he's bringing the vibe early.
He has transcended sooner.
He has transcended as the newest Wee Bear Bro. He's transcended.
What do you mean the
sooner.
newest Weaver, bro?
He's always been here.
He's the newest.
No.
Since 2022, he's been a,
Chronologically, the newest Bear Bro is you. It's Leo and LaFell, then me.
No,
then
but
you.
the name came.
No.
The name
What are you
came
talking
first.
What do you mean? Names is a gold laner.
Yeah. And Nucci
I remember the specific time when it was said from the community, and that was in the Philippines.
There was a gentleman by the name of Erwin who coined said term, and that made us part of a community that we didn't know we were part of, and then here we are now.
Now you're all part of it.
that we unintentionally became a part of, but we're very happy to be part of that community. It's time to look at the Key Crush now, as Falcons very happy that they were the team that eliminated Foot Esports. It's Nocturne!
Of course,
They got
it's
Nocturne to do
Nocturne!
it!
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be Nucci, but it's Nocturne.
This is painful. Kirmizi Beyaz, and at her hands too. Oh, cold, cold,
cold.
I want a Nocturne jersey! Falcons, can I get a Nocturne jersey, please?
Oh man.
I love the OG Falcons members, but Nocturne's my current favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a Nocturne bias.
She's brought fire to the lineup.
Flip that! Oh, man. Oh, so many
And
shards.
there's multiple shards.
There's a short, sharp shard. Straight to the heart. He's proud.
Yeah, what a way to crush that key.
That's the last Key Crush on Stream B.
Oh.
Can they not close Stream B? Can they just keep it running? Can they just get the program of Stream A and put it here?
I don't know if they've had anything like that.
I want to say goodbye. Do you know what I am on Stream A?
What are you?
I'm a reporter.
You're a reporter?
Not that I don't. Okay, I started off MWI 2024 as a reporter. I became a desk host, and I've been desk hosting ever since. So now it's just funny because they go from roast reporting to little old me.
What do you mean, little old you?
What do you mean, little?
I'm pretty sure everyone in the community knows how Rose looks like, how great she is at what she does. I'm not saying it's a downgrade going to me to report,
Sounds like an upgrade to me.
but
I'm following along.
I understand why some people might be like, hey, really? He's going to be reporting? Where's Rose going to be? I don't know where
you
I was
both
going.
start with R.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I was going
That's
with
why
this
I
joke.
had the shovel out, dude.
I don't know where I was
Digging the hole.
I had a punchline.
Where is this going? Where is this
I had a
going?
punchline I was leading up to, but I just pretty much self-deprecated way too hard.
And you forgot the point.
Yeah, and I forgot the point I was making.
Lost the plot.
Okay. What do I want to ask you to? I already asked about your favorite Stream B moment.
All of it.
Do you have a... Oh, after all the games that we saw on Stream B, favorite player besides Nocturne?
Ooh, that's tough.
Alright. I'll start it off. I'll go Chi-Boy. Chi-Boy Team Ray Young.
I guess.
Yeah. She's the one who was like, oh, we almost lost because I kept pressing the wrong button.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say Chi-Boy, but...
It doesn't need to be different.
I'll go with Leo Bone because she's one of the first players that I got to interview. Her and Livin.
All right. Okay.
So they're, that's a new thing for me. I don't know if I'll get to do more interviews sometime. But
Lema has a lot of fans. Count me as one of them. Lema of Galaxy Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was fun.
Lema?
Lema. Yeah.
Oh, right. You got to interview GXP.
We all got to interview a bit, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Did
Even
LaFell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Day one, he did.
Day one.
Yeah,
Day
yeah.
one. That's right. Day one.
Oh yeah, wow. We did everything here on Stream B. Stream A has like 27,000 talents.
People. Yeah.
And Stream B has us four.
We Bear Bros.
We
We
Bear
Bear Bros since 2022.
And I see little Chloe over there, right there.
Who?
Little Chloe.
Jose.
Oh yeah, that's Chloe. That's
Little
Chloe.
Jose. Little Jose.
We got our friend.
Right
He's a talent as well, but also today he's working as a technical officer.
Yeah.
Jose
Little
Ian.
officer, man.
Let's look at the brackets on your screen right now. I think we have the results as well from Group A.
What's been happening over in Group A? I mean, Stream A.
The last time we checked, Navi.
Navi
that's
was-
B though. That's Stream. That's no
Group
we,
B.
We closed up Group A for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Team Ray Young, Celtic Cyber Team, Team Falcons ID swept Twisted Minds, while Seta swept Virtus Pro is what we saw. So those are the teams from Group A advancing.
Okay, and then what do we have here for the results for Group B? Give
The
us the
anticipation
update.
is killing me.
Okay, so the upper half is good. Vitality, Galaxy Phoenix, and Navi swept Gen G. Former finalists and former champions had to meet here, and only one moves forward. And of course, Team Falcons Mena.
It's an unfortunate look that the Stream B closers are all Filipinos. Ooh. But thank you, Genji, Navi, advances. Wow.
This is the Falcons ID smashing ceremony. Rob commentating the whole affair.
Sir, it's Hollywood.
Rob Hollywood.
Hollywood Rob TV, his real legal name.
Rob TV.
Yeah. He showed me his birth certificate. I was surprised.
He brought it out.
From Ohio.
Yeah. His first name Hollywood, middle name Rob, last name TV.
I think that's of Norwegian descent TV.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, how many crushers did they bring?
There's a lot.
I'd say a dozen.
That one popped.
Ooh, that was. Oh, even she was like, "No man, I'm so sorry."
The shrapnel was there. There we go. This is Navi popping Gen G's.
This is who you call Murray.
Murray?
Wait, is it Murray?
Murray?
Sometimes I mix up their names and their faces.
That's
Sorry,
definitely
Navi.
Murray.
I love y'all.
This one's gonna. Why do I feel like their crusher is more violent?
Yeah, our crusher is like a nice little.
I think it's because Damascus and Hollywood Rob just egg him on.
Hollywood.
They press it harder.
Yeah, those are our friends from Stream A, by the way. Yeah, Hollywood Raw TV and Damascus.
And Mirai is used to this. Mirai has done this several times.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta see
here
the
we go,
crush.
We're gonna go. Does it pop?
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's a nice.
Oh, that was a. Oh, I don't know if that picks up, but
that was a snap.
That was Gen G's key.
Yeah.
Dang. Good try, Gen G.
All right. You know what? We've made so much memories here on Stream B. We've seen the rise and fall of teams, joy, and the opposite of joy, which I forgot the word on. But it's not over yet. The women of MLBB still have more action to show as we now head into the knockouts. It has been us, the We Bear Bros. On behalf of LaFell and our wonderful production team, my name is Renmar. This has been Leo. This has been Naisu. We will see you on Stream A as the action continues for MWI at EWC 2026.
is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Qiddiya City, powered by play.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists, backing your every move.
We booked Esports World Cup.